Kyle and Amanda are in therapy.
Ooh, I think I got some too.
Ben is a model, actor, and apparently a casting director because he just cast his girlfriend on the show. And Carl's a mess, guys. And so are we. Welcome to Showmance, the #1 show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth.
Shows as shallow as West's attempt to befriend Kyle while allegedly banging his wife.
And dives as deep as the ocean of scamandal reels that I have inundated everybody here with on an hourly basis.
It's been a lot.
You broke
Smash that hype!
Smash that hype, like, subscribe, and tell a friend, an amiga, an amigo.
We have a lot to say.
Yes. Are we ready to top of the pops this
We're
bitch?
born ready.
We just covered the whole West Side scandal. For now, we'll be covering it until we're not, which might be never. So if you want to listen to coverage on the actual episode, welcome. If you haven't heard the coverage on the West Side scandal, go back.
Click out.
Please don't. We're still here 18 hours later for the people.
Wait, you gotta start your thingy.
I forgot my timer. Thanks, Mark. Okay, so we reconvene at Lindsay's housewarming, and Dara, and is it Dara or Dara?
It's Dara.
It is. That's what I thought. Okay,
It's Dara.
but there's been a lot of hullabaloo. It's Dara.
I dare ya.
Okay, so Dara was confronting Bailey, just being like, "Hey, all about the whole Ben thing." I really like how they handled this. I thought it was lovely. I thought we got some real clarity. And I also thought what happened, and this is the best way that this could have ended, is they ended up turning on Ben.
That's one of my favorite things to ever happen is when
Same.
you go into a confrontation with somebody and then you end up coming out of that conversation and be like, oh, wait, he's the weirdo?
Not just
And
united, but united against a common enemy.
Correct. Because what is it? You want to always say, like, the friend of my...
Friend is my enemy.
Correct.
That's right.
That's what that moment was. And I was like, yes.
Yes.
And that's being real girls.
That's some real girls shit.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
There you
Yes.
go.
What
There
did you
go.
say?
The friend of my friend.
Yeah,
Oh.
something. Yeah.
We're tired. Sorry.
By the way, the friend of my friend is also my friend, but the enemy of my enemy is
my friend.
Is
Yeah.
really my friend.
Yeah, no, I agree. I really enjoyed how these two handled that conversation. And it brought me back to, like we've talked about a bunch of times, how the kids are doing all right. Just like smart, to the point. Let's not fill it with any bullshit and emo. Let's just talk about it, get it over with, and be done with it.
Yeah, and really
great.
mean it. I feel like there's like some good communication.
You know what's weird though is the trait, like all the teasers leading up to this have
Overly dramatized everything.
but like Bailey's screaming. They're both
Yes.
screaming at each other. Like
I don't even remember.
I saw
'cause of
that. I
scandal.
remember
there was at
them,
least
like,
one of them.
Levi even was going in on
Yes.
Dara, and we didn't see that.
None of it.
So they must have edited some of it out to maybe give a better edit.
man.
I don't know.
I honestly, all I have seen, like my brain has just been washed with scandal.
Me too, but I know what you're talking about, Mike.
Yeah.
I think I might have even said that to you. Probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it was weird.
And so that's why I was confused. But I loved how it
Yeah.
ended, and I'm happy that they had a resolution. And
Same.
I know you have your feelings about Dara. I know Natalie has her feelings about Dara. I love Dara.
I love Dara too.
I'm just Bailey for life.
Okay.
But now Bailey likes her. Now
No,
they're okay.
I'm-
Well, maybe not.
I'm pro
I don't
Dara.
know.
I'm team Dara.
Okay.
But there's a toe in me that's like,
Okay. You're waiting for the shoe to drop.
just because there's too many, like, I got caught up in the comments and people being like, watch out for this one, or she has an agenda, and I'm like, okay, like, is that bad to have an agenda? Like, I guess if it's a bad agenda, it is,
I feel
but
like
like,
if you're on reality television, you have a agenda.
I
right,
hope
totally.
not.
Well, there's that too. So I'm just in
Plan
this
to
place
fail,
of like,
prepare to, what is that plan? Hold on. If you
Friend of my friend. is my-
if you fail to prepare to fail. So if you go into reality
bringing
TV,
out all the good quotes.
Without a game
This
plan?
one.
I'm like a fountain of useless knowledge. If you go in without some kind of a game plan, you're going to be a floppy jalopy.
Yeah.
99% of the shots not taken are missed.
That's right.
And I trust her because in real time, as of today, her and KJ are going steady.
Oh my God! Wait, samesies.
And I don't take him as a person who would not sniff out bullshit, and I don't take her to be a bullshitter.
When she said the thing
Sorry,
about
Judy.
when she found out about this whole hour in the bedroom thing, and her interview was priority one, make sure the guy I like and I'm seeing is feels comfortable and feels like he knows that I'm with it. Like priority two, deal with the situation.
Loved.
Yeah.
If you're bullshitting, I don't even think you come up with that. Like
Same.
that's so
Yeah.
good.
Same.
That's such
And
pro level
if you were
bullshit. Like I don't know if
bullshitting,
anybody's that
you
good.
would
Same.
prioritize getting your facts straight first.
Exactly. Great
and
point.
making sure that
Yeah.
that's not what happened with Ben. And then you would go to KJ afterwards
Totally.
if you were a bullshit.
Because you have an ego, right? And your
Correct.
ego is
and
like,
you don't want your image to be
Yeah,
tarnished
100%.
by rumors.
Yes. And I also thought it was very quick of her to say when they were like, oh, Ben made it sound like nothing happened, whatever. And she was just like, oh, yeah, because no one wants to be rejected. And like, she was just kind of dumb. Like, I didn't choose him. I could have. That she was like, the day was for flirting. We were just all getting to know each other.
Well, and even Bailey said that. And that's what I think we would all kind of agreed. But I was saying,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, she was still trying to figure out which of these two
Yeah,
dudes that she
totally.
wanted to pursue, which that's,
Rightfully
fine.
so.
Well
Yeah,
done.
get
Well
it, girl.
chosen.
We're at a summer
Well
house.
chosen
Like
and
that's, totally well chosen.
And I think Bailey even said it. She's like, you have
She
every
said
right
that,
to
yeah.
explore whatever connections that
Yeah.
you might be having.
And
like, she basically was just like, I was just parroting what I saw, what I heard,
Yeah.
and whether that was true or not, I'm sorry. And I think she handled it very well. Now
Yeah.
I'm up and down with Bailey. I don't know how I feel about Bailey. Like I first I
Bailey-
really liked her, then I didn't, and now I'm like, oh wait, like. So I don't know. I'm gonna make my mind up about Bailey eventually, but I haven't made my mind up about her yet.
I feel like she's like finding her footing because even
Yeah,
when we
'cause
get
she's
into the
so-
golf scene, like you can tell she's coming across a little, and I don't mean this in a nasty way, like just like a little awkward.
Yeah.
And that's okay because I think she's trying to
Which
figure it
is
out.
Perfect that she's hanging out with Carl.
Yeah, somebody commented, I pulled it, and we'll get to it later, so stay tuned. But they were like, this dude broke her. Like, because last week I was like, I don't understand. She's so, like, her awkward, no confidence is only with dudes. And then she gets around the girls or a girl or a confrontation with a girl, and it's Bailey, it girl, go-getter, entrepreneur, like fuck, like
She
there's
interviewed Scarlett Johansson. I have to think that she has a level of confidence about her that she's able to.
But when she gets
interview.
around a dude, she's
freezes.
destroyed.
Yeah.
She goes all full 180
And I
awkward,
would
and it's that dude. That dude smashed her.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Which makes sense that she's gravitating towards Carl because I feel. Didn't you say this? Like Lindsay crushed Carl.
I did, but somebody corrected me, and
Oh,
I think
okay.
they're right.
Oh, what did they say?
They were basically like Carl's brother's dying and him almost dying of an overdose as
Oh,
well
that's
as
what
what
really
broke
crushed
him.
him?
And I was
Okay.
like, yeah, fine, touche.
I do think Lindsay contributed.
Lindsay helped,
a
yeah.
lot
Yeah.
to his
they-
current awkwardness.
Yeah, this person also said, I might have pulled the comment too, but they also was like that his brother passing away from an overdose and Carl being in the same situation at the time, and then having to get sober is what made him is what broke him. Lindsay is probably what
the nail in the
saved him.
coffin.
No, this person said that Lindsay could have been the one
I do
that saved
actually
Carl.
think Lindsay
Oh,
did
okay.
play because
Yeah.
when Lindsay's rides for you, I think she's doing everything for you,
a
with
golden
you,
chariot.
backing you, and I think that's exactly what Carl needed at that moment. Now listen, there's no such thing as a free lunch, so I'm sure she kept a tab of everything she did, saved, gave to him.
Yeah, as he has with the car and the bed and the zebra and the
Or
trash
I just
can
mean,
and
like-
that's the weirdest shit this guy's got every time. Every time he sees something from their past, he's like, I paid for half of that. That used to be mine. I got the zebra. She got the trash can. Like, bro, calm down. Just let it go, man.
100%.
Justice for Wesley Stripes.
But I also think that what I mean is like, yeah, the physical stuff, but also like the emotional stuff, right? Like, where's my emotional sandwich,
Yeah, sure,
right?
sure.
So I think
How many emotional sandwiches have you made for me?
that's right. And not enough.
So, question. I asked Natalie this question, but do you guys think that dude, what was that guy's name?
Who?
Sandwich Gate?
Don't remember.
Oh, Stravy.
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 Good
Stravy.
memory.
Stravy, yeah.
That he read
Steven
Candace
Stravy.
Owens' book, and that's where the sandwich thing came. Because Candace Owens wrote a book called "Make Him a Sandwich." I told that I'm like, I bet you he's a Candace Owens like big fan, and he read her book and was like, "Make me a sandwich." Could you imagine telling Lindsay to read that book and be
You
like,
know what Lindsay
"No."
would say? little fake and gay.
We don't know. No.
What does that mean?
That's Candace's like favorite thing to say about men.
Yeah,
It's a
listen.
little
Natalie will
fake and
probably
gay.
cut all that out, but I thought I'd throw it in there because it was fun.
Next up, we meet Sabrina. She comes in, Ben's girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
who
Stalker alert! Like we need two
Wait,
police
what?
officers with this girl at all times.
how
Where
Ben
she's a stalker vibe?
Security. She's going to murder one of these people.
she's gonna like skin me and wear me like last year's
A
Versace.
bazillion%.
Like there's something.
She might have done it already. You might be her. She might be wearing Courtney right now, and we don't know it.
The interaction with Ciara was odd.
It was
As
all
was
odd.
okay, Jesse. Oh my god, I heard you were the coolest guy.
Oh, that
Both
went
of
right
you,
over my
and
head.
she said both of you, and then hugged Kyle. Even both of them were like, I can't.
And
be.
listen, I get that she's probably just sweet and nervous and wants to make a good impression, but it was just a lot. And that's coming from someone who is a lot. And I also think that
They're just
Ben-
not enough, Courtney.
what?
They're just not enough.
They're not enough. Thank you. Thank you. But I also think I get that Ben is like giving you all the tea, but like to walk into a party the first time you meet someone, and it's like, I know you got genital herpes last week, and I just want you to know that my best friend also has it, and you're gonna live a totally fine, healthy, and normal life. Like all of that could be true. Don't f***ing say that to
What
someone in the
happened to-
first breath of saying hello.
What happened to hi? How are you?
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, so you're Amanda. Oh my God, I've heard so much about you. It's so nice to finally meet you.
You're the one banging West.
And you also hooked up with my
Your best-
boyfriend last summer.
Right.
And you're not sleeping with your husband, but he's
And
still
you
your
screwed
husband.
your best friend over. And
That's right. Okay, just making sure I'm clocked. Like
Yeah.
that was strong.
It was strange.
Not strange. We met Scott right after this.
Yes, I
was
love Scott.
Me too. To me, Mia was like the shining star of this episode.
Oh, me and Ciara. I don't even remember what happened to anybody else.
Same.
Like me
I was
and
crying with both of
Ciara.
these.
I've gotten to the point where I have to fast forward Mia's scenes.
I knew
Oh,
it. I
'cause you're-
swear to God, I was like, oh my God, Mike's. When I
like
saw Scott,
blood
I was.
flow?
Yeah, well, that and like
I was like, oh, you're jealous of Scott because he gets to be with me.
Like I was like, oh, that dude's been punched in the nose a few times. I can tell why I like to punch him in the nose. And then when she's like, I did a contract, I'm like, that bitch doesn't sign that contract. I will sign it right now. But there's like, I'm like, we talk about I'm like cheaters. So like, we've been Natalie and I together for almost 17 years. I work in entertainment. There are times when you got to remove yourself from a situation if you want to stay with this piece of gold, right? And so like that happens in life. And so now I'm there with Mia. I'm like, I'm just fast forward. I can't. It's too much.
She
I'm gonna go
is-
fly to wherever she is and ruin my whole life
She's
for
everything
this
to me.
girl.
No,
I'm
she's
going to.
so great.
I can't.
I see so much
She's
of myself
amazing.
in Mia. Like, I know we would be best friends, me and Mia.
Oh my God, I hope we would be best friends too.
I know we would.
I just feel
We're
like
both
she's so-
cancers, so we both would just cry and hug each other and love each other. So.
Totally. And she also just seems like a lot of fun
Oh,
as
she's
well.
so fun. She's so
She's
silly.
everything.
She's like such a
what is
bright
wrong
light.
with her?
she's like a
she's
ham.
whole package.
I hope she likes cats.
Ooh, maybe that's what's wrong.
But she's friends with Ciara. She's got to at least tolerate them. Anyway, I like what she said though about, because like I always remember growing up, my mom would go to so many things alone because either my dad was at work or he was at work or he was at work. And so many things, even though my parents were totally happily married and in love, my mom would be at these things alone. And I know she loves having my dad with her as a date, around, etc. And when she was just saying like, is that weird that I was so happy to have him for like a normal thing, like a normal event? And I'm like, it's not weird because I feel like there's so many people that are in situations where their partner's work schedule or what, it's usually the work stuff that just gets in the way. And I love that she did. I know it's later, but we just brought it up. I love that she did that 10-day contract because I think I have been in a long distance relationship when I was dating that baseball player and we saw each other like maybe more than you would with like a regular relationship because we knew if you let long periods of time go, you could see with some of the other players, like it just throws you off track and it becomes hard to get back on track. And then there's this distance between you guys. And then that could just be, We broke up for other reasons, not that.
Yeah, it's a tough situation because like he's a young guy. He's a restaurateur. Like you got to open restaurants. Like that's what you're doing for 10, 15 years probably before you can settle down and like pick a spot and be like, all right, we're going to live here and now I'm going to have a family. Honestly, most of those guys never do that. Like they're all that. If you one's a restaurateur, always a restaurateur, pretty much. So I think that something I remember Amanda saying in the car a week or two ago when they were talking about how Mia was like, I'm proud, but I'm frustrated. And she was grappling with that. And Amanda was like, you can be proud and frustrated.
Yeah.
And I don't think Mia said it. Amanda said it.
Yeah.
And Mia was like, oh yeah, no, that's good. So I think that she's proud and frustrated. But also like, and I'm not trying to be whatever. You should totally break up with that dude. But like I don't know, man. He seems like he's gonna be working for a while.
Restaurateur is not for the faint of heart. My best friend and her husband are restaurateurs up in Santa Barbara and San Luis Obispo. Yeah. They own like 4 restaurants, and I haven't seen them in months.
No, it's a full
it's no joke.
And it's there's also an added layer that they work together at the restaurants, so that creates a lot of tension probably. But like, yeah, it's not easy, and I can imagine like Mia's probably just like, come hang out with me, like.
But this is why it's great. I think that she did set that boundary of like it's 10 days, bro. Because I know a lot of people. I think
it's a very reasonable boundary.
Totally, and I know a lot of people because obviously we live in LA, and so many people are actors. And they have with their significant other, like, we don't go over 2 weeks. Or, because, you know, sometimes people are on set in, like, Morocco. So I can't do that 10-day thing. But it is that 10-day, 2-week sweet spot. Because I'm telling you, something happens. And all of a sudden, it's like you're living your life. And you forget that, not that you forget that you have a significant other, but, like, it's almost easy now because you're in a routine that doesn't include them. So when they come back, now they have to find the rhythm of the family, and like the more time that goes by, the harder that becomes. Anyway, the next moment that I clocked that was very off, and this is just because now we're clocking everything with, you know, with the scamandal of it all. When Amanda was like, "Oh, hey, we're gonna go out on a date with Ciara, me, Kyle, Sabrina, and Ben," and I was just like, "Don't you mean they can all go out and you'll go out?"
And then she said, "Kyle, you're the fifth wheel."
Yeah. Like,
huh?
She is always like edging him out a bit, you know? And like now we keep talking about this. And when I say we, I mean like us and Natalie on our thread and my girlfriend Melanie, where it's like we just kept seeing her. I said this in our coverage, volume 3 this week, where it's like we were just always seeing her through the lens of Kyle. Which, you know, I said this about Orange County. It's like, of course, Tamara wants Vicky to be on OC because the only time Tamara looks good is next to
the lens of Vicky,
or like, you know, connected to Vicky because Vicky's so out there. And I think that Kyle, because he had such bad behavior on so many occasions, you're just feeling badly for her and only thinking of her in the respect of, oh, she's in a crappy relationship. That's so tough. You're not seeing the like hand holding with Craig under the table. You're not seeing the skinny dipping with Ben, as outlandish of a thing as that is to say. We're not clocking it because it's just like, oh, Amanda would never cheat because Kyle's the cheater. And there can't be both cheating. Like we weren't even thinking that. But now when she says stuff like that, like, oh, Kyle, you're the fifth wheel. It's like, oh, you are really just edging him out at every moment. After that, we see Carl go up to Bailey to have kind of like a flirty moment. And then he says, you know, in the back of his mind, he's always hearing that voice of don't get involved with anyone in the house. And then we have a montage of all of his failed relationships from the show.
This episode was a lot of montages.
Yeah, very montagey.
Which I sometimes appreciate, but I feel like it was a bit overkill this episode.
Yeah, it was a lot, and it was over halfway before we even went to the house.
Correct.
So, anyways,
yeah,
that
it was
just
a
little
lot.
tidbit of
It was a lot. After that, we have the awkward meeting between Ciara and Sabrina, and it was so wild that like even though we couldn't see them, production still kept it in. You know, like even though it was
Yeah.
like people's backs
Well,
were
I
in
could
front of
see
them.
Ciara's profile, but she was being covered by somebody.
Yeah, they were basically both covered for a very long time.
And
Which,
I was like, who is talking? And then I was like, oh, it's Ciara and this other girl.
yeah, it was just a lot. And it's,
Ciara and Dexter.
yeah. And again, I'm sure she's a sweet girl and she just
Dexterous.
wanted to like impress, but it really did come off as like Ben has told you all of this stuff about the house so that you can ingratiate yourself really quickly so that we can get you
100%.
on the show. And now all I think is that Ben is just looking at this as a business opportunity, which is fine because reality
Well, he was on The
TV
Bachelor, so.
Right. And so it's like, it's fine
he's
because it
working the game.
is a business thing, but like you also have to sell it.
Yeah.
And like all of a sudden just like thinking you can like swoop in and now bring your girlfriend. It's like, bro, you're not even that good of a character this year. Like, why would we care?
I was confused by Ciara and Ben's relationship. Remember when they went to the vineyard and they had that little moment and then they had another moment last episode in the room? I'm confused by their affinity towards each other. And I feel like Ciara was only being nice to Sabrina out of like her newfound relationship with Ben.
Yeah.
But I could tell she was so uncomfortable. I feel like
Ciara.
Ciara.
I know, I
Yeah,
agree,
she was
I agree.
so uncomfortable because I think Ciara, very similar to KJ, they can sniff out bullshitters.
Yeah.
And I don't think Sabrina's a bullshitter per se, but she's just off-putting.
She came in
Hot.
Everyone. Amanda, uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Ciara, uncomfortable. Carl, uncomfortable.
Jesse.
Or sorry, Jesse,
Right.
uncomfortable. Which
Which is like, what?
Totally.
Yeah.
And Kyle,
Chompers
uncomfortable.
probably
Yeah.
loved
Equally,
it.
Yeah.
though.
what?
That-
Like, these two have never. They were probably both. They left and they were both like, "Did you just feel something?
Yeah.
What was that?"
Both of
Like,
them are
they didn't
dying
know.
for attention,
Okay,
and
wait.
this girl's showering them with
Didn't
compliments,
even-
and they're like, "That was too weird
I
even for
don't
me."
understand.
Okay, I have a
what's
note
happening
about
here.
Jesse. He goes, I think they're moving a little fast.
Okay, Lexi.
Okay, toe
dude.
gates.
Yeah, seriously. I have
moving
that same
too
note.
fast?
You
Hi,
can
pot. This is the kettle.
suck
You're
it.
black.
Yeah,
like
dude.
what?
What?
Oh my
What do you
gosh.
always know thyself?
Know thyself, bro. But that's,
Know thyself,
that's how
Solomon.
fast they're moving. Coming from Jesse,
Yeah.
like if he could say this,
And they met months ago.
Yeah.
but
Him
now,
and Lexi in 2 weeks broke up twice.
correct. However, now they
They planned
met.
a wedding.
They met, broke up, got back together, and now he's like, "We're in love. She's
We're-
the
yeah.
one. We're getting married."
She's my
Yes.
missus.
The craziest part of this scene, if that's right, the craziest part of this scene to me is at the very end when Sabrina goes up to Amanda and it's just like, I just want you to be happy. And if that means divorcing Kyle, like,
Whoa.
Psycho.
Again, what happened to you? Hi, how are you?
Murder.
oh, so I hear you're married to Kyle. I just met him. So nice. Like, I get that it might have been coming
Bates
from like a
Motel.
place of wanting to connect and whatever, but that was too much,
Listen.
too fast.
I also am like guilty of like oversharing
Same.
and like I'm a little neurodivergent as we've all gathered and I make friends quickly and I feel like I get to know people, but I always ask them questions about themselves. I don't just go, oh yeah, I heard you got genital herpes, or oh you're the girl that dated my ex-boyfriend. Like it's just so like am I on trial?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was gnarly.
It's wild.
I just-
that behavior
Yeah.
specifically with Amanda.
And you know it's real because it was on the show. It was real. Like
Yeah.
everyone who
You could-
watched it got the
Yes.
feeling. The story producers, the editors,
Yeah.
the producers in that room, everyone got that feeling. Went back to post and the production office was like, "Whoa, this girl!" And they cut it like that.
Yeah.
She walked into the room and was in your face
Yes.
and in Amanda's face and in the
She
face.
probably
and
did background searches on the EPs.
Bro, I should have done one on her because that's going to be a mistake. She just it made me feel like, oh, this is 100% who you are because that's how you got edited.
I have a question for you.
And it was right there in my face.
Oh, totally. What would be production's reason for not including the thing that she said to Sabrina that Ben brings up at the end of the episode?
What do you mean?
Like when she said,
Oh, they
how's your
meant to
summer
not have
going?
it. They just maybe didn't get it.
Got it. Okay.
Are you talking about the one that
Okay.
Sabrina says to Amanda?
Basically, what allegedly was said is, like, how's your summer been going? And Amanda says, oh, it's really great, save for the fact that everyone in the house thinks I want to sleep with your boyfriend.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Which, by the way, clearly Sabrina and Ben, neither one of them can take a joke. So they're perfect for
right.
each
Yeah,
other.
true.
No, 100%.
They've got to stick up their arse.
Yeah,
The next
that's
scene
going
was
to be
the
a
soft
boring wedding.
launch for Ciara's Reno show, which,
Emphasis
by the
on
way,
soft.
Shannon Fall and I manifested this show, so you're welcome.
Yeah, you guys need producer credits.
Yeah, literally, we are DMing.
HGTV
Yes,
Sierra edition.
Yeah.
yes. No, Shannon said, she goes, oh my God, I can't believe she's buying a house. I hope they do like the whole Reno thing. I would watch that show. And I
In a
said,
heartbeat.
same girl. And then they came out. No, it is every Tuesday night. It's a show.
Oh,
No
are you being
way.
serious?
I could have sworn that they, oh, maybe, were they lying? Was that a joke?
Wait,
Wait,
who
this
said-
went
who's
right
they?
over my head. Are you being
Oh, I
serious that this
saw-
was like going to be a show?
Oh my God, maybe Shannon, I think someone was joking about I feel like I have to call her right now. Maybe someone
What?
was joking about the post. Someone made a thing
call Shannon
online
Fall?
saying that Nat, are we allowed to?
You have Instagram.
Okay. No, I have her number.
Oh, you have her number?
Wait, no.
Oh, wait, I
it's
do too.
10:30. No. Don't
Oh,
call
okay.
Shannon.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
she-
Sorry,
wait,
sorry,
oh,
Shannon.
sorry.
Sorry. What's time when you're
We
just...
wanted to call you Shannon.
Yeah. Oh my God, maybe it's a joke.
Sorry. You're welcome, Shannon and Shannon's husband and family.
And her two beautiful
Sorry.
kids.
But point being is, if maybe it's not a show, maybe that was just a joke. We saw an Instagram post and I sent it to
I'm
Shannon.
looking it up.
and I
Summer,
was-
Sierra Miller.
by the way, if it's not, you guys are missing a
Missed
massive
opportunity.
Yeah.
Listen, if it's not and someone did post that, I will officially believe that people are that
Yeah.
evil and that Wes and Amanda have been this whole time. Because that is equally evil.
I'm sure we'll see before and after pics, at least on Instagram.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the near
they're gonna
future.
follow it
Yeah,
in
and
some
like
way, shape,
I'm
or
so
form.
excited about
Yeah.
it because Ciara has just great taste aesthetically, I feel like. So I'm excited to see what she does to it.
And it's such a cool, like, pulls on your
It's just a story,
heartstrings,
yeah.
also kind of
it's
story.
such a great story, no
but
matter
yeah.
what she does to it.
No, but I'm excited to see, because you know how she said, like, my grandfather, like, so much of
Built
this house, he
this.
built it with his own hands.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm excited to see what they keep.
And she said, I want to preserve some of it and then get rid of some of the other stuff.
That's right.
I love when a house has elements of the original and then
Me too.
elements of like newness.
Same. And I did like that room that had all the wood
Yeah,
paneling
same,
in
all
it.
the
Like
dark wood.
Yeah, I thought that was
Yeah.
very cool, and they could do
She could
something.
make like a speakeasy bar with it or something.
yeah, and it was kind of giving like mid-century modern
Yeah.
vibes. Like they could do something
Yeah.
rad there. What were you
I
going to
worked
say,
in
Mike?
interior design for 1 year. I picked up on a few things.
It doesn't seem like there's any news of a renovation show.
Well,
There
Shannon?
does seem to be a lot of Instagram posts on Bravo's Instagram site about
I'm
it.
sorry. I thought I was boots on the ground.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, nothing.
No, definitely not.
No, you have an associate producer now.
Thank God.
You have an assistant. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's an actual.
Okay, well, a
show,
girl can
which-
dream.
Yeah,
That's
no,
right.
we can continue to dream and put it in the ether. We got Schwartz on the Valley. We can get Sierra.
That's right.
That's
Oh,
what we're
Reno
on.
show.
Okay, here we
Yeah.
go. We're gonna have to start this.
Hey,
That's our
Natalie,
impact.
We're doing hashtag Sierra's Home Reno Show.
You'll think of
Party
something
of
more
hash,
clever.
party
Stay in your lane. You'll
party
stay in your
of-
lane, sir.
party of Sierra's hashtag Reno Show. Work on that.
Okay.
Casa Sierra. let's call it that.
Ooh, Casa
That's not
Sierra.
bad. This is one of the scenes where I was crying because when she started talking about how like what her grandfather's dream was, and
With her mom.
yeah, and also in her confessional, she had like a really nice chunk of time that they gave her to just say like, you know, for so long Black people weren't able to own homes, and the fact that he was able to do this for his family and
Things.
own things,
Own
Jesus
things in
Christ,
general,
own
not just
things.
homes.
Yes.
And not only was he able to get one house, he was able to amass multiple homes and, you know, just to create that like generational wealth. And I'm always in awe of families that are able to do this. I think it's such a beautiful thing. I think it does affect change in people's lives. And I just think it's so cool that she jumped through all of these hoops to get this
The
house.
legal process that she had to go through just to get this house so that she could keep it in her family.
What was so her dad wouldn't know it was her buying
correct,
it.
But
Yeah.
like that's
Which
just
also,
insane.
Like just because we have a podcast where we talk about all the things, I kind of want to know why she hasn't talked to her dad in 4 years. Why this had to be kept. Like I thought it was a surprise secret last week. I was like, oh, this is so cool. She's doing it on the low and like going to do a whole remodel and surprise everybody at Christmas time. Turns out that dad didn't want this to happen. So like, I'm interested to know why you haven't talked to your dad in 4 years, why he didn't want this to happen, why he thought, what are these ulterior motives that he thinks you have? You know what I mean? Like, why? What's up with dad?
I don't know if it was ulterior motives, but
But that's what they said. That's what she was saying, that like dad always thinks that I'm up. Like,
He misconstrues her
he
motivations.
misconstrues. Yeah. That's right. But she has talked about her relationship with her father before.
Since day one, it's been rocky.
Yes,
But
but
why?
like she's talked about why they're not speaking. I don't remember what it is, but I'm sure if you put it into like Claude or GPT, you
Yeah,
could
I remember when
figure
she
out what
first
it
I
is.
got
on the
my own
show.
AI. She's called Joe Schmo.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
he got remarried. I remember her saying that he had gotten remarried and
Yes.
she wasn't invited to the wedding. Her and her sister were not invited to the wedding because the stepmom didn't like them. That's what I remember about her
Could
family
you
backstory.
imagine
Wait.
having children that weren't invited to your wedding?
Well, I mean,
Wasn't that her?
That is awful.
That wasn't her mom.
her mom also recently got
And
remarried.
Like a third time.
Yeah,
and
she's-
that was, she had a problem with that or something.
Correct. And
'Cause
they
she's
didn't
never
speak for a
liked
while.
the
Yeah.
But
husbands.
originally it was the dad that like walked out on them, got remarried, didn't talk to him. I remember that.
Yeah,
about her.
and that might be all it is. I just I
Yeah.
don't remember all of it.
But there's obviously bad blood there.
Yeah.
So it just was nice to see. Like I actually helped my family save our home from being foreclosed on back in 2020.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, I
Telling
commented that a
story.
long time ago, and
which is incredible.
I just felt a lot of pride for. It wasn't a lot of money that I,
doesn't matter. It was
but like
still
I
amazing.
just felt so much pride to do that for my family.
Yeah.
So that we could at least make some money back instead of it just being taken from us by
Yeah.
the government and the bank. And so I like that scene crushed me in the best way because I so resonate with her and
Yeah.
her motivations for doing that. I would have done it if my parents said no anyways. I would have paid any amount to make sure that my house that I grew up in
Yeah.
was salvaged. So
I'll talk about my grandma a little bit later, but like my grandma, not the house she retired in was like in a old folks like a nice mobile home community up near like right as you go up to Big Bear, which is like a ski town, but it was like in the hills and like it was like a cool little place. It was a bunch of old people and double wides and patios and whatever. But when she retired, she moved there, bought this place, moved there, and it was every Christmas, Thanksgiving, every holiday was at this place. And I don't have a big family. I don't even fucking speak to my family, to be quite honest. We don't need to talk about that now. But like, it was there every time. And she lived up on the thing. So the view was psychotic. And the backyard was like, we would all sit out. We'd have breakfast. Like, it was perfect. And I did not have a perfect family. So like, it was this amazing place. And then she passed away. And then my mom kind of took it over. And I was like, I had that dream to be like, I'm going to get this
dear.
place one day.
Give
no,
Harris
you
the
did that, dude.
tissues.
I didn't get to do it. And you did. I'm just saying
These
like
aren't
that.
used.
I used them a little bit, but it's fine.
it's just so sweet.
What a week to run out of tissues.
Yeah, really.
It really got me.
Yeah, no, and it should.
Watching that scene.
You should be proud. You did an amazing thing. I always wanted to do it, and now that opportunity's gone now. But like, it's cool that you got to do that.
Yeah.
And she said something so beautiful, which I'm sure you resonate so much with, where she's like, this house was like, even if the world wasn't always perfect or like my relationship, she said, not that your relationship with your parents is this, but she was like, my relationship with my parents is complicated.
Yeah.
But inside this house, like there were always beautiful memories and like what you're talking about. And so like what you're
That was
saying
the
with your
same as
family
me.
home.
Like, my family's very complicated, as all families tend to be. And at the end of the day, when we had our home, like that was our home base. And like we all live separately now. My family, we haven't lived together all together for 10 years. And then we haven't lived in our home for 6.
Yeah.
But we've all lived separately for over a decade now. And so I would give anything to have us all back in our home. But that's why I just got to Ugg boots on the ground until I can afford my own home base.
Yeah. And I love that she was talking about it like that, where it's like, I'm going to revive these memories and
for
like
my kids.
That's
and so
right.
They have these amazing memories of their grandparents.
Because she had, and when,
Yes.
you know, we're big grandparent
Oh my
people
God.
here. And when she started talking about like just the relationship she had with them, and even if like so many people say like, oh, the parent I had is different than the grandparent that you had. And so she was hoping that that will be the case for like the relationship she had with her parents, that it's this beautiful relationship that her kids have with them, like she did with her grandparents. And the whole thing just had me in a puddle.
Puddle.
Then we've got like, you know, Bailey FaceTiming with her dad, and KJ and Dara getting pedicures. And finally we meet up with Mia and Amanda and Lindsay for lunch, which was another scene I started crying during. Because Mia starts, I know, this is when Mia starts talking about her parents, and we didn't know. Oh, I feel like I want to come over and hug you.
Do I have to cry now?
Yes.
No.
Jesus.
Yes, he
It
does.
just was so sad.
No, it was so
was so
beautiful when
sad.
she, oh my God, when they showed that picture of her hugging her dad, and she was just like, he was like, I mean, he died when she was so young, which is just so heartbreaking. And then she said, you know, my mom was my everything, and she died out of nowhere, and I have all this love, and I want to give it, I guess now to like a child, but I can't do that because I don't want to be in not she would be in a relationship, but if he's gone all the time, it would feel like you're a
Raising
single
the-
parent.
yeah.
And so that's also why I think I'm just like, so, not that I know her, but we have parasocial relationships with these people, like so proud of her that she said like, no, it has to be this way, because she has when you have a vision, everybody hear this, like when you have a vision of like, this is what, how I am aligned in life, like with where I want to go. And it doesn't mean be inflexible, but hold to that. Do you know what I mean? Like if you want to have children and you're with someone who doesn't want to have children, maybe that's not the right relationship for you, because then in 15 years, you don't want to,
I mean, look at Paige and Craig.
right. Like you don't want to look back and be like, I'm mad at you because you never let me have a kid, or like whatever the thing is. So I was just so happy that she's like, no, I know this is important to me, and he has to agree with it, or it's like kick rocks, Scott.
Yeah.
And then Mike's moving to New York City.
You're right.
And Natalie
I
will-
hope for your sake, if anything were to happen to you tragically,
Yeah.
that he doesn't send that contract.
Courtney gets the cats. Mia gets me.
No, Mia's gonna love
Scott
kitties.
can kick rocks.
It was very fun.
Only if something happens.
Yeah, totally. Only if something happens.
Okay, Sabrina.
Yeah, totally. Actually, I might have to give her a call and be like, hey, you want to be my friend?
I also feel like we learned everything we needed to know about Amanda when she goes, oh, I forgot it was Kyle's birthday. Girl, they are doing her dirty now in the edit.
Well, I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, when she said she woke up and whatever.
Had a headache, and she was like, can you ask the dog? She was like, honestly, I forgot it was his birthday. Like, you didn't get a gift? You complain all the time that you never get a gift for your birthday.
Listen.
Did she say she forgot, or did she say she woke up and instead of saying happy birthday,
She went and walked the dogs.
can you do this?
No,
she
she-
just woke up and said, oh my God, I have a headache. Can you walk the
No, she was like,
dogs?"
I forgot.
And then when he came back, she was like, happy
Yes,
birthday.
yes. But like, she didn't. How are you not waking? The day before? How are you not like? Do I have a card? Do I have
was
a
probably-
gift, a dinner? What do you want to do for your birthday?
I mean, fuck, dude.
She was
the
probably
first 10
doing the
birthdays of
nasty.
Natalie's, I got legit, like every year that week out of town first casting. Like,
Oh my
no
God.
kidding. And finally we stopped casting, and they'd be like, oh, we'd be like, dude, we could spend your birthday together. Finally, what should we do? And they'd be like, oh, we're doing a 2-day shoot in Tallahassee or whatever on the 23rd and 24th. I'd be like, sick. I don't think we spent her birthday together for 10 years.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not even
crazy.
kidding. Yeah.
1 year, and my parents have been together for a million years. 1 year, my dad forgot my mom's birthday. And my dad, bless you, Bob Abbiati, you are a wonderful man, but you are not romantic in any way, shape, or form. Literally, he didn't even propose. He like got a ring and was like, here. And then his famous line is, you said yes, but you said yes. So it didn't matter. And by the way, he's not wrong. And so I remember I was like, oh, Mom, like, what did Dad, like, and he's not a gift giver, none of that stuff. Like, oh, what are you, Dad, going to do for your birthday or whatever? And she's like, he hasn't said anything. And I'm like, wait, what? And she's like, has not wished me a happy birthday, has not mentioned my birthday. And she was really upset with him. And I was like, I was like, Mom, I'm like, this is terrible. She's like, no, don't call him. Don't tell him that he's done this. I want to see what this MFer does. And the day comes and goes and he completely forgot. And then the next day she's like, you asshole. And he's like, what? What are you talking about? And she was like, it was my birthday yesterday, Robert. And he felt so bad. And then he went out and bought her a watch. and my dad, I think, has bought my mom like 2.5 gifts. The first Christmas they were together, he got her an alarm clock and gold hoop earrings that were 2 different sizes because Dominic Del Vescovo gave him a deal on them.
Thanks, Dom.
Bad gift giver.
That's hilarious.
My parents always forgot me and my brother's birthdays because my brother's birthday is December 15th and it's so close to Christmas.
Yeah.
They would just conflate the two. So sometimes they would just like wish him happy birthday like almost near or on Christmas. Like they wouldn't acknowledge it until Christmas. And then mine's June 30th and their wedding anniversary was June 25th. But that day was always just so weird because they should have never gotten married. Like Kyle and Amanda. And my birthday also, so they would remember around like 4th of July when the fireworks would be going off. They'd be like, oh my God, it was his birthday. Happy birthday. Fireworks. Yay.
Yay, celebration.
So
we
like,
did all this for you.
I'm like, just like a funny anecdote, but like I'm like used to people
Forget it. Oh, well, we're not going to forget it.
No, you guys didn't. I basically spent my birthday with you this past
well,
summer.
it was
on 4th of July.
That is your actually, we're going to say that's your actual birthday. That's when
Okay.
your parents celebrated.
That's your gotcha day for me.
That's right. That's right. The next scene is Ciara sitting with her mom. They're having coffee and they're talking about kind of everything we touched on earlier with just like the dad doesn't know that she bought the house, all the hoops that she jumped through. You can see, like, I think Ciara really does talk about her mom as like a no nonsense person.
Well, you can see the apple in the tree.
Yeah.
When you meet someone's parents, you're like, oh, I get it now.
But what's cool to see is that like you can see her mom is no nonsense. And I
Yeah.
did think the like farm animal discussion was very cute between the two of them.
Do you know anybody else who wants a little house like that?
Me.
Craig.
And they did get along really well.
There you go, Craig. That's the
But see-
only thing I'm ever doing for you, buddy.
But she would never do it. She would never do it for a multitude of reasons.
Not a multitude, only one.
No, and also he's MAGA, and she has
political
said
affiliation.
she couldn't be with
Okay,
someone
fine.
who's
Yeah.
MAGA.
2 reasons.
Know what he is.
Allegedly.
Alleged.
Allegedly, part 2.
Okay. They bounce back and forth, but we got to stick to one car.
Yeah.
So West, Jesse, Dara, Bailey,
And KJ.
and KJ are in one car. And then Ben, Carl, Mia, and Ciara are in the other car. Let's stick with the boy heavy car first, the one that Dara and Bailey are in. Ted's on the booth. Oh, Ted. It's Dara's first full weekend at the house, which she's very excited about. Wes had a great time in Italy. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Jesse talks about meeting up with Ben and Carl and how Kyle didn't reach out to him on the anniversary.
I texted Natalie. Even I remember when Curtis passed. It's August 10th, but he found out on Lindsay's birthday on the 11th. Do better, Kyle.
Yeah, do better.
This is how sick we are.
Yeah.
I have developed such a parasocial relationship with these people. I remember what day Carl's brother passed. Never met Carl.
Because you're a good friend.
Yeah, I'm a good friend.
That's right. I would be upset also.
You would never hear from me ever again if you didn't. I'm sorry, you wouldn't.
Just like a nice
real?
acknowledgement.
Yeah.
What if the conclusion was you came in, like, let's just make it us. You came in and was like, hey, I'm really upset. And I was like, dude, I didn't bring up the laundry. But I did say, like, yeah, listen, this summer's gotten away from me. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. Like, what if the conversation that they had, we had in that same scenario? Still, you're never talking to me?
I would talk to you, but based off of the conversation that we saw that Kyle and Carl had,
Yeah.
I'm
a lot more
I'm
fun than
annoyed.
Carl, though,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
There's that.
Yeah.
So this is interesting because this is going to sound so horrible. Well, it's not going to sound horrible. It's going to sound lucky. Knock on wood. I've only had one person that I'm like completely obsessed with. It was the world to me. My grandma passed away. And thankfully, like other family members have passed away, and that's horrible, obviously. But like my grandma was everything.
Yeah.
I was watching this scene, and I was kind of in this like, okay, bro, like this dude's going through it right now. Like when Kyle was like, I just feel like I can't be the CEO that my company needs. I can't be the husband that Amanda needs, and I can't be the friend that Carl needs. Like I felt that, right? And then I've also nobody ever calls me when, like, the day my grandma died. Like, I don't have the friends or family, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, sob story here. But like, I don't have those friends or family that like checked in on me on those specific days or when my grandma died, not even the next year. And Paco, Natalie knows Paco. Paco was the first person that I called afterwards, and because he kind of knew what was happening. And I love Paco to death. He's never called to check on me that day. No one has. My mom hasn't. Like no one ever has. So it was a weird thing to me. I was interested to hear your guys' takes on it because I'm of the like, is this a big deal?
My best friend lost her brother a few years ago. Actually, a few years ago, like 5 years ago. And I think I'm just really sympathetic. I'm that friend for her. So I would want someone to be that friend for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like one of my friends passed away really young, and I'm very close with his mom. Yeah. And like every year on his birthday and the day that he passed away, like I'm talking to her regularly, but like I specifically make not the effort, but like I will call, I will text on Mother's Day. I will reach out because I just want her to know that like I'm always thinking of her, but even more so on this day. And I think also Kyle has let Carl down on so many levels this summer that like this was the nail in the coffin. Oh, maybe a bad euphemism. This was the
final
straw that broke the camel's back, that broke the Carl's back, where it's like, if he was being the best friend and like was getting it all right all summer, and then he missed this, okay, no problem. But it's like, you didn't invest, you've been an absent friend, blah, blah, blah. And then this, it's like, bro, take your head out of your ass. We get that your business is failing and so is your marriage. Yeah. But like Meteor Wine said last week, Kyle will be able to look back at this point in his life and realize like none of these things were happening in a vacuum. They're all connected to one another.
The call was coming from inside the house.
Yeah, and like you'll recognize they're all connected.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I also think the fastest way out of your problems is to help someone else out of theirs.
All of that, yes. I'm not disagreeing with it. I do think, though, Kyle has been an amazing friend to Carl. He's given him plenty of opportunities, multiple chances when Carl was drinking and having issues, a lot. And Carl acknowledges that.
Totally.
Great.
I would also argue that like Kyle making the Loverboy non-alc was very pivotal for Carl ending up where he is now.
Okay, I agree with that.
Same.
But I think of all the years of friendship, like this is the summer, the one summer, like you just like, this is the summer Kyle's being a dick to his best friend. And I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to go back to something that you said, because I think I figured out why I don't care that he didn't call Carl. And I shouldn't say it because everyone's going to be like, dang, this guy's a dick. But I think that of all the years of friendship, all the support, all the things, and this is the year that was a shit you weren't great to your friend. Well, what happened? Why? Oh, well, my freaking business went under. My wife left me. She started banging one of my buddies. Like, sorry, dude. I had to like, if I'm Carl,
at capacity.
If I'm Carl, I'm sitting there being like, okay,
let's have some empathy.
Let's have some empathy. Yeah. This is my year this sounds so cheesy, but like it's this footsteps in the sand. That it's like a poem or whatever, but it's talks about Jesus always being there by your side, and then you look back and there's only one set of footsteps in the sand, and those are the moments Jesus was carrying you, whatever, flop Jesus for anybody, but like this is Carl needs to be Jesus right now and carry his buddy, and because Kyle has carried Carl, now Carl needs to carry Kyle. That's too confusing, but you guys know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of there, I think, with it. Is like this friendship's hopefully going to last forever. It comes and goes. Another show, Southern Hospitality. This is probably a bad example because Maddie literally was just like, I'm done. But Maddie and Grace Lily have this conversation all the time of like, sometimes Grace Lily needs the support. Sometimes Maddie needs the support. And it goes back and forth. And that's what makes that long lasting friendship and relationship. Yeah. Going back to what you said, I'm a friend to her that way. And so I expect that she's that kind of friend to me. I am not that kind of friend. I'm a good friend and I'll be there if like someone's like, dude, I need you now. I'm there. But and we talked about this a little bit in a previous episode. That shit's never on my mind. So like, I'm not the friend who's going to call. I'm not the friend who's probably going to remember like, oh shit, it's the February 11th or whatever. I should call Carl and check in on him. It might occur to me. Someone might say something and I'll be like, oh, I'll send you a text. But it's not something I think about. I remember, and then I'll stop babbling after this. I have a friend, Steve Bell, who is the most considerate person I've ever met in my life. We were at a bar once during the Lakers playoffs 100 years ago. Barney's Beanery, packed. Like we got early, so we were sitting at the bar. There was 100 people standing, nowhere to sit. It's a restaurant and a bar. These two dudes... The waiter literally came out to dudes behind us and handed them their meals. They ordered and was like, here's your meals, here's your silverware. Fucking good luck to you guys. And these dudes were like...
a hood of a car outside.
They're literally just standing there behind me and Steve. And Steve taps me and he's like, yo, we're going to give these guys our seats. And I was like, okay. I'm not saying I wouldn't have thought of it, but I didn't think of it.
Yeah.
I saw these dudes and thought, that sucks.
to be them.
Right? Steve saw them and was like, we're giving them our seats. He didn't know we were getting our seats. And he told them, he's like, yo, you guys sit down, have your dinner, relax. When you're done, we're getting our seats. Like he made a joke out of it, right? And they were like, oh my God. They sat down, they had their dinner. I went out when I was smoking cigarettes, had my cigarettes, came back. It was perfect. They got up. Funny addition to this story. The bartender girl who was super hot came and brought us 2 free beers afterwards.
That's so sweet.
Right? And I was like, what
Karma.
up? No, I looked at Steve and I was like, what's up, dude? That chick, she thinks we're cute. Over my head. Completely over my head that we just gave these 2 dudes our seats so they could eat their dinner. And that's why she was giving. I thought she thought we were hot. Whatever.
He's
dumb.
all yours now.
Yeah, Mia's like, I might stay with Scott.
Jesus carried you in truck.
Yeah.
At Barney's Beanery.
Yeah, my single footsteps are just mine, and it's just a plump of ass and face in the sand. But yeah, so like that's Steve. Steve is that guy. He's going to call you. He's going to check in. He's so many steps ahead of you that you're like, what is this guy even real? And I'm clueless to that kind of stuff.
In a world full of Wests, be a Steve.
That's right.
That's
right.
Wait, I'm not a West though.
No.
No, never.
Never.
The most relatable line of the episode for me when Ciara goes, Mia, you're freaking me out a little bit. She's like, I'm sorry, I just had a cold brew.
Yeah,
and
you
everyone's
guys are
like,
gonna have to deal with me.
The amount of times someone has said, I feel like Mike has said something like that to me just this week. It's only Monday. I'm very sensitive to caffeine, and people always think I'm on drugs. When I'm actually, even when I'm not on caffeine and I'm not on drugs.
There was a commenter recently who mentioned that I have a tendency to interrupt, and I want to apologize to you and to Natalie and to you.
Are you kidding?
And let me say, I was highly caffeinated. That's not an excuse, but there is a reason.
Sometimes it is.
I just get so excited, and every time I've come here, I've been heavily caffeinated.
I get it.
I didn't come caffeinated today, and I feel like I'm
The
trying
emotions-
to take the feedback and apply it. Yeah. So I just want to let you know I'm aware,
and they'll let you know.
and they'll let me know.
Yeah.
You're autistic. They'll let you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's probably
worry.
because, much like Mia,
You just had a
I'm
cold brew.
sensitive.
Yeah,
sensitive.
and you just had a cold brew.
Probably Jolene, because I do be going to Gelson's.
That's right. Something interesting that was said in this scene is also something interesting that's happening current day, and it might be one of the silver linings from the scandal. Because you know how Carl bought the book for Gemma, and Lindsay was like, it was so sweet, I actually did want to like send him a text. And they were talking about how he got the text. And recently, Carl and Lindsay just had their Uber One commercial because Carl's a mess. And you know they must have had some laughs doing that. And so if this is like a silver lining of them healing and
Hilling.
like that's nice.
So I saw something about that. And I saw something about how giggly were like, we would never profit off of our friend's misery. And so they were like, do you think it's okay that Lindsay and Carl are then now taking a paycheck from Uber in regards to the scandal? And here's the thing. Hannah and Paige are no longer on the show. Was Paige on the show last season? Yes, but she's not on the show currently. And again, she said it herself, like, we are Ciara's real friends.
I'm going to stick up for them, but I don't want to interrupt because you just did a whole nice speech about it. So finish.
Okay, so, and again, you said like, or someone was saying
I
like,
did.
these people are real friends, but to the degree of what they are, like, how close are they? We don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know. And so like, I'm actually okay with Lindsay and Carl getting paid for this. I normally wouldn't be.
I'm so on the fence with it.
I normally wouldn't be. Why would you be on the fence for it?
I just said, because I know Mike wants to say something, I'll just say it really quickly. Think I had said to you, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah.
Because one, I feel like it is, like, she hasn't done or said anything, so I don't know if it feels like it's monetizing her pain, but they're all involved in it. And also, if it gets them back together to be friends again,
That part,
I'm kind of like,
that part. And I think Ciara is cognizant of that.
I know, I think she would actually co-sign
And
it.
She's so pro Carl. She's so pro Lindsay. She was a big proponent of them becoming friends again.
And I wouldn't put it past Carl to call
Yes, and
Ciara.
ask, is this okay?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm okay with it.
Yes.
And I understand why Paige and Hannah, I don't think they need to be doing any more than they did in referencing Scamandal. Like, I think what they said was enough.
Yeah.
What do you have to say?
I don't have any proof, and I don't know if it's true, but you can believe it, and it'll make you both feel better. That a lot of Uber sponsors the show.
Yes, I
sponsors
always
Summer
see the
House.
bags.
Yeah, so that a lot of that times that comes with, we'll give you some money, we'll bring your food, don't blur out our bags, and we get 12 social media posts throughout the year.
Okay.
So like they might not have profited. There's a very good chance that Uber called them and was like, oh, here's 10 grand each and we're going to do a
The
post.
brand partnerships girl was like, I got a great skit we could do.
Or it's just part of Uber's
Their, like,
sponsorship
contract.
of the show.
Yeah,
So like they were just fulfilling they were like, it was
They're like,
one
hey,
of
we
the
have one more post for this fiscal quarter.
Exactly. The social media team on Uber and Summer House was like, oh my God, you know, it'd be so funny. And they probably did call Ciara and everybody and be like, dude, we want to get these two. And Lindsay and Carl would be like, would you guys be like, it probably was
It
more
was
that.
also just so tastefully done.
It was
Totally.
great.
Is this soft enough for you?
Yeah.
It healed a part of my soul
Yeah.
that I didn't know needed healing.
I really could see Carl calling Ciara, being like,
Yeah.
hey, what do you think?
Yeah.
Is
And I
this
feel
okay?
like Ciara, as effed up as she is right now, she is a
Allegedly.
goofy.
Yes.
Goofy. Yeah, allegedly. She's a goofy girl. She's silly. She's
Yeah.
lighthearted.
She's in on the J.
She's in on the J.
Oh,
she's
in
Tom
for it, yeah.
Schwartz.
If it's funny, she's like, fine.
Yeah,
She-
yeah, that's right.
Right. What? Remember, Natalie? You know, as long as it's funny.
Yeah, it's fine.
If it's not, you're fired.
Yeah.
That's right.
We'll touch and go.
This scene ends with Ben sucking all over again. When he says like he's got to talk to Amanda because of the comment that she
Talks
made.
my mates,
at-
missus.
right. At the housewarming party. It's just like, you know, it's not that he's wrong per se. I don't like how he operates.
He's picking battles that I don't feel that he needs to fight.
Totally. I just feel like he's a little bit of an operator. I feel like he is trying to like slide in. You know how I said in the beginning of this show when we were covering it before the scandal of it all? If you're new here,
I don't remember a time before that.
Oh, great. Okay, that was like me in the other episode. I'm like, or the beginning of this episode. What are any of the episodes? That Mia has done something. I had said on an earlier episode before Scamandal, Mia has done something that is so one of my favorite reality TV star traits. When you are new to an established show, but you slide in like you were always there.
Yeah, I fully
right?
resonate with that. Yeah.
And Mia's done that. Ben has not done that. But I think Ben thinks he's done that because he's so cute. Of course, everyone's going to always like me. And what group can I slide into? And I just don't think he's a match for them.
Well, it's his all right. Like he thinks he's the Matthew McConaughey of the Gold Coast.
And he's not.
Yeah,
Or maybe he is, but he's not the Matthew McConaughey of Summer House.
No.
I don't think he feels that way. I think Mia feels that way because she's on a reality what do you call
Selling
it?
Manhattan or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, he was on
something.
The Bachelor, and
Yeah,
he's
they
a
both
model. It's
different
not like
show,
he's such a
though.
newbie.
Different show, and he hated it. Like he said, he hated it. He was also on a show in the UK, apparently. I don't
Also
remember what,
consider
but-
like the difference in relationships. So like Ben came on with like being Kyle and Amanda's friend, but look what happened with that. Whereas I feel like Mia came on as like Ciara's friend. Everybody loves Ciara.
Yeah.
Nobody has problems with Ciara as far as we knew.
And Ben
Well,
came
you are
on
the
and
company you
day
keep,
one.
Ben.
Yeah.
It was like M ruled. Ben got M ruled. It's like M ruled came, and in the sense of like last year, M ruled missed day one because he was at a sex party.
Yeah.
And when he came, the first question was, "So you were at a sex party?" When Ben came, the first one, "Well, how'd you guys meet?" "Oh, we were skinny dipping in the thing." Oh, so like he just got set up to be the guy that maybe banged Amanda, and
The
is
difference between
reason
Ben and
Amanda-
Emrul is that Emrul had so much depth that we did not get to see. And I feel like
100%
Ben is
not got
dives
that.
as deep, shows as shallow.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Ben is pretty dumb.
Yeah.
I think that Ben is I think
Very
a little
pretty
wonked
face.
out by this girl. Like I'm
Yeah.
starting to see all the things that I thought were like, oh, he's banged Amanda. He wants to bang Amanda. If they haven't banged, it's Amanda. He's nervous. He's weirded out. He doesn't know it's Amanda. No, I think it was Sabrina the whole time. He didn't want Sabrina to see anything wonky. He left her to go be on this show. I think she has been in the front of his brain this entire time. That's why he went so gnarly on Bailey. Had nothing to do with anything other than Sabrina can't see this. Sabrina can't know that or can't think that this is a thing. I don't want her thinking that I'm out here messing about. Even though you told her, I think we should break up so I can go mess about all summer. Like what? And like respectfully, like great job, dude. Like you said it, and you didn't just go do it behind her back. Like so great, and great that you regret that and want to do your thing now with her. But I think that you're twisted about this.
I
girl.
agree, but I also hate the way that he talks to Bailey and Amanda separately about trying to salvage his plan of like making sure she doesn't see it. Like
Agree.
Yeah.
like
Agree.
just the way that he talked to both of them when Bailey made the "you want to sleep with Amanda" comment,
Yeah.
and then Amanda made the like the
I
way he
didn't
speaks
actually
to
mind
them.
the Amanda one. I don't know why. It didn't like trigger me like the other one did.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Even knowing what we know
Yeah.
now, I didn't like it.
I think what's rubbing me the wrong way, besides everything that we've talked about with Ben, is when you're cool, it's like you don't have to tell everybody you're cool. You're just like, yeah, you're just cool.
Money talks, wealth whispers.
Dude, when you said that, when you're cool, you left a beat. I was literally almost going to be like, do one of these. That would have been so funny.
I rest my case, Your Honor. Tell us that story about model trucks again, Mike.
What episode was that?
Oh God, please don't go back. We'll lose all the followers we
Go
gained.
find it.
But I just find this kind of performative nature that Ben has that is so like trying to like when he was doing Watch What Happens Live for the first time, I feel like I saw some video, maybe it was on his Instagram or it was somewhere, and they were just kind of like, it was him and Sabrina hamming it up. And first of all, Sabrina's not on the show. So like, I get that you now are gunning for her to be on the show because you've decided that you broke up with her. You went to the Hamptons. There was no one as hot as her there. And so now you want to get back with her, but she's kind of, right?
I mean,
And so it's like, now you want her to be on the show, but she wasn't. Like, just let it naturally occur. Whatever's going to happen, let it just naturally rise to the surface. And I find him trying to like shove her down, and she seems lovely, right? A little awkward, but like, I don't think she's a bad person. She didn't come in being like, you're an asshole. I think you dress terribly, but there is like a little stage 5 clinger in there.
I was gonna say, if you don't
Cling
think the
on.
type of person that has people locked to bars in their basement is bad, then cool.
Oh God, Sabrina, I don't think that. But at any rate,
Allegedly.
I just think that
feel
like
like
he's
Janet
trying
from the
to
Valley.
You,
get
they're
her.
best friends.
He's trying to get her on the show and make everybody like become best friends with her right away. And then he's just like not really
And it's-
engaging in the show in like a fun and active way. It's either to tell a girl that she did something wrong or to try and make out with someone's missus.
Right. And it's like, yeah, you're trying to shove her down everyone's throats. We don't even have you down our throats
Right,
yet.
right. Yes,
so like,
yes.
let's get to know you first.
That's right.
And like all the layers of your Australian onion.
Yeah.
Before we meet
Your bloomin' onion.
your bloomin' onion at your Outback Steakhouse.
Yes.
Before we meet Dextrous.
Correct. That you so nailed it. It's like if I see other cast members that have been doing this for a few years, them hamming it up for the camera, like before Watch What Happens Live or meeting the new significant other and they're coming in hot. It's like, okay, great. Because we know everything about you. We just went through a divorce with you. You can't.
And that's why Mia works, because we've peeled back that blooming onion slowly. But she's been open about who she is.
Yes.
And she's been honest and sincere. And that's why she just works so well.
Yeah, she didn't have Scott come to the housewarming and be like, Scott,
this is my
tell
boyfriend.
Amanda that she needs to divorce Kyle.
He's going to sign a contract.
Right. Like, it was
It's like, we know he's
going
going to sign a contract, but we know more about you now.
Yeah. It just was organic.
It's organic.
Or
Organic.
even
How I like my vegetables.
Yeah.
Same. Everybody gets to the house. They're making drinks. I think Carl's wearing 2 watches for some reason.
Hang on. The scene with West in the car and about Italy.
Yes. That's why I said nobody cares. Nobody cares. We hate you. Nobody cares. We don't hate it.
2 years ago, I would have said, oh, you have such a cute butt, West. Like,
No.
bad. Now I want to pin the tail on the donkey.
Bad West. That's right. Bad West.
Now I want to take a metal pin to the ass that is West and just
That's right.
chuck it.
That's right. You're now violent. You're a violent person now, Harris. Look
We
what you're
did it.
doing to
Look what
Chandler.
you're doing.
It comes in waves.
Like,
grief is a
I
journey.
used to love your cute butt, West, and now I
I know,
just
same. Same. Okay, so we get to the house. Carl's wearing 2 watches. Everyone's got making drinks. And then the boys go outside, save for Kyle and West. They're in Kyle's
Oh,
bedroom.
right. This was rich.
Yes. And so they're all talking. The guys are all talking outside about how Carl is upset with Kyle. Jesse is oddly giving some good advice here where it's like, you should have a conversation with him. You're such a good friend. You deserve that in return.
This is how I know we're living in the upside down. When Jesse Solomon and Wes Wilson are giving sound advice to men that are a decade older than them.
Yeah. But it's not the upside down. It's the right side up. And listen,
Right.
Jesse, yes. Jesse a little upside down. West has always tracked this way. And I'm fine to go with like great friend, horrible boyfriend or partner, you know, like
Jinx, homies.
I guess that's a thing.
Totally is a thing. I know grown ass men that are like, I now am at the place in my life that I know I'm a horrible partner. I should not be in a monogamous relationship because I'm not a monogamous person.
Right.
But I'm the best friend you'll ever ask for.
Okay. And these guys are too old. Like when I say the kid, and you hear me say this all the time, like even Lexi Wood was borderline too old, but like my friends' kids that are preteens, teenagers, and like the young 20s who have probably younger brothers and sisters, these kids are next level, dude. They're so advanced and above all of us morons. The way they communicate, the shit that they know. So like, and it's this type of conversation that like before full World War III fight,
Oh my
screaming,
God.
I was doing a lot of you, bro. Da, da, da. I've never had Timmy is my, but up until Timmy, I have never had a friend growing up that would be like, okay, got it, understand. Don't bring up the laundry, dude. That's stupid. Like you need to do that. And just like, yeah, no, you're right. I need to apologize. Saying laundry is dumb. Like that was incredible advice. And it's when I get in that mode of like, how is this guy that guy?
Oh my God. When I was watching that, I literally said, while I'm watching the scene, all I'm thinking is you've been hooking up with this dude's wife since last summer because you never gave a shit to be here before and be engaged with Kyle like this before. West, you suck so badly. The other thing that is so shocking about the scene is that West is giving Kyle what seems like good advice. Don't bring up the laundry. We are trying to apologize. For missing the anniversary of his brother's death. But really, what this shows me is that how West manipulates people because he actually knows the right thing to do and say, but he can't make his actions match. So it's like, what, like, no, don't bring up the laundry. But when it's your own life, you can't do it. which makes me even more angry with you.
I wonder who told him not to bring up the laundry.
Amanda.
Maybe. Allegedly.
But really quick, just to put a button on the Carl scene with all the boys outside, Carl was just like, I cannot believe I even would have to remind him or tell him this. And I'm just like, I've been such a good friend to this guy. And I've told him I have these issues with him and he's not hearing me. And now I know how Amanda feels. And Jesse gave good advice where he's like, I hear you. You're allowed to like feel every way you're feeling is justified, but I don't think Kyle knows you feel this way. And I think you need to go say something. And shockingly good advice, Jesse.
I agree with that because Carl is historically so passive.
Yeah.
He's like I thought I was passive. Like he walks on eggshells.
Yeah.
Sneezing. Like,
yeah.
Carl, just
it's okay.
Go. It's
just
okay.
Go and say it. But this is why him and Lindsay were so ill-suited for one another.
Yeah.
Because she is a walking confrontation.
Yeah,
and Kyle Carl is not.
No.
In those interview on the streets with Kyle that like I literally can't get enough of. Kyle should only be interviewed on the street. He's killing it. He should literally have his confessionals moved to a street corner in New York City.
4th and Bleecker.
So he said, I had no idea any of this was going on. It's going to inform how I now watch the episodes like moving forward. And I need to go back and look at stuff. And that's what, like, while I'm watching them have this scene, I'm thinking, oh, this is something Kyle's going to watch and be like, you were never, the last 3 seasons you've been on the show, you weren't doing this before, but you're doing it now. Is that because you're my wife? I don't know. It's just he's being a little too engaged in this relationship right west. And he was never this way before. And this is not the first season that they've had problems. I'm just saying. Anyway, now everybody gets ready to go golfing and we go golfing. And I was just curious if you came in your pants, Mike.
I did a couple times. Not gonna lie, Ciara's golf swing fantastic.
Holy! This bitch is driving a ball to Jersey, and West can't even do mini golf.
What can Ciara not do?
No, you guys don't understand. To hit shots in a 5-inch wedge, I don't even understand. Like I can't even comprehend. I can't fathom that. The fact that she doesn't have 2 broken ankles right now is outstanding. I mean, she should be on the LPGA tour. It's fascinating. And then Jesse had a pretty good swing. I wouldn't mind playing a round of golf with Jesse. Seemed like he knew what he was doing. And then the rest of them, whatever.
Bailey had a terrible swing, so Carl went over to flirt with her a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's just like when I watch, and I do like Bailey. Ow, sorry, I forgot I had the scratch there. No. When I do watch her flirt with him, I'm like, it's like she's rolling out dad jokes. Like, it just wasn't working for me. I think she still needs to work on her flirting game. Bless. I'm no shade.
Yeah, and it's so funny to watch because she's hot and that dress was banging and those boobies were fire and like everything was like, so keep your mouth like
shut. Yeah.
I think it's in the Bible. I might have been fooled, but like my youth pastor always used to say this thing, or maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's Mark Twain. Somebody said this. It's
Jesus
better,
or Mark Twain.
Yeah, right. Same thing.
Shep Rose.
Yeah, exactly. It might have been Shep Rose, but somebody, Joe Schmo, or somebody will be like, "Oh, dummy, it was this person." It's better to keep your mouth shut and let people think you're an idiot than open it and prove them right.
Oh yeah.
So like,
I feel like that's Mark Twain and not Jesus.
Yeah, right. Maybe
definitely not Shep Rose.
Definitely not Shep Rose.
I feel like that with Bailey. Like, just stand there and you'll be fine. Dudes will be falling all over you.
That's
but
right.
As soon as you open your mouth, it's like, oh yeah. Yeah, dude, I'll be right back. My buddy just got here.
Right, like her jokes are like giving Michael Scott energy.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's
everybody stay calm.
Yeah,
and just open your legs. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Or like, are they opening up? Like, no.
Open them a little wider.
Yeah,
because it's like,
oh, with Carl. Yeah, I know.
It's like watching Clueless when Cher thinks,
oh
what's his
my
face
God,
is hitting on her.
I know.
You know what my favorite part of this channel is when a new person shows up in the comments and they're like, I don't know, I'm sorry, but I've watched the show forever, and I think Carl's gay. But like, it's the first time they've seen our show, and I'm like, welcome to your family, because we've been
And that's
talking
my
about
truth
that.
for Peace for Freedom.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's gay. I'm sorry, he's gay.
I get it.
I don't know.
And I
just
don't
think
want to go
he's
into it
weird.
today.
We don't have the
We don't
emotional,
have the emotional
bandwidth.
Yeah, Carl's a mess.
That's right. That's
And
right.
as are we.
Clearly. Okay. After that, there was this one weird moment that I clocked that I feel like, you know how we have this theory that they're re-editing the show just to drop these little
One
nuggets?
hundo P.
I have
Thank
a
you.
new theory, but whatever.
Okay. What is it?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Our new theory is that they just don't want to, like, because everyone's going back and just hyper sleuthing every episode and pulling every little scene of a glimpse of this and that and the other between West and Amanda and the whole kit and caboodle. We now think that they're delaying it because they just don't want anybody to put out an Instagram or a post or a clip or a comment or I love this week's episode, or whatever.
Until the reunion?
Listen, until the episode airs.
Oh,
We've
okay,
been getting the screeners like 3 or 4 days later than we normally do. And
But
we can't figure out why.
That could be
We're
totally true.
sleuthing that as well.
Yeah, we're sleuthing
We're
everything.
bored.
That could be totally true. However, this would seem like something that they normally wouldn't put into an episode, but they did. And it's what's got my spidey sense going off, where, they sit down at the table and everyone's got the food and they're like, oh, pass me this. I need this, ketchup, forks, knives, all that stuff. And Ciara was asking for a bunch of stuff. And then someone made a joke and they were all laughing. But there was this really elongated punch in on Amanda's face. And she made this face like, oh, sorry, princess, should we sprinkle rose petals for you? Like when you're walking. It was just like, I've
So you
never,
think there's some tension there?
it was a judgy look. And I've never seen them air anything like that between really that bedbugs crew, but specifically just Amanda and Ciara. And I was like, that was weird.
I will say I was expecting more Amanda and Ciara bedbug moments this summer than we've gotten.
Interesting.
I had that expectation in my head going into this season. I feel like the last episode when Ciara was consoling Amanda after Kyle said F you, like that was the most close that I've seen them in a while. And I just would have thought that they would have carried on the bedbug vibe post page, but we're not getting that. So
I mean, they did hire Jesse to fill Paige's
yeah,
spot.
but it's not hitting the same.
No, it's not. But that's okay.
So yeah, that's okay. But I just now I'm thinking more how, like you were saying, like how close are they? Or how close were they ever? I don't know.
Close enough that you don't do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then Carl grabs Kyle for a chat. And this is always funny to me when like the aggrieved party grabs the person who they feel wronged by to have the conversation. And then the first thing that person says is like, after they bring up like, listen, I was just bummed that you didn't text me on my brother's birthday. And then that person's like, listen, I was going to apologize to you. It's like, no, you weren't. Like, just if you were going to, you would have grabbed me and apologized. You were waiting because like with your tail tucked between your legs.
Because you
Wait,
feel
did he
guilty.
say that though? Or
Yeah.
did he say West gave me a heads up? I don't think he said I was going to apologize. He might have, and I could have missed it.
Yeah,
But I think he was saying like just saying like, listen, I know, kind of being like, I know why we're here. West gave me a heads up that that I didn't text you on the thing, and this summer's kind of gotten away from me.
Carl spoke first, and then Kyle said like, yeah, like I wanted to apologize for that because I got the heads up, whatever. Like, I know you're upset. And it's like, right. So even more so, if you knew he was upset and he was going to pull you aside, beat him to the chase to be like, listen, I should have called. I know you're upset. I heard from Jesse and West or whatever. And I'm so sorry. I know it's such a tough day for you.
Yeah, I'm usually
I just always
knocking-
think it's funny when
when I know someone's upset with me, I'm at their door with flowers and chocolate and like
Same.
like a card of heartfelt pouring messages. So
yeah, I just want to like,
that's just me.
same. It's like if I hit you with my car, like I want to help you get that fixed.
I'm
I'm
calling
not
my insurance immediately.
right.
saying
Not
I
like
hit
you.
somebody.
That's right. And then, Kyle then proceeds to keep opening his mouth and like barfing a live grenade onto Carl.
Might as well just said the laundry at that point.
Honestly.
Like that would have honestly made it funnier.
Correct. It was wild. And then it was also wild to see, like you were just talking about, how unable to deal with conflict Carl is specifically with Kyle. But this is why Carl needed to have the cameras present to break up with Lindsay. He wouldn't have been able to do it without them. And I feel like this is another example just showing us that Carl really is a non-confrontational person. And he doesn't, as soon as he's in these situations, he doesn't know what to say. He just stood there frozen.
Yeah.
Which goes back to his parents fighting all the time, his brother, like we could chalk it up to so many things. But yeah, he definitely...
The maths.
The maths. I understand Carl very well, I feel like. And
this isn't a confrontation. Like, this isn't a confrontation. Your friend did a thing or didn't do a thing. Like, and like, I get it. I'm not mad at Carl. I'm also not kind of mad at Kyle because, again, I'm giving Kyle a pass this year. You're about to be in the hole $2 million. That's got to suck. Yeah. Your wife's leaving you. That's got to suck. We're finding out she's banging your buddy. That probably sucks a little.
Jeez.
Well, before even that, maybe banging your buddy, Ben.
Yeah, right.
Maybe even
she
that.
banged your
Who
buddy,
knows?
but yeah, like banged a dude at a wedding in Italy,
Like,
and now your best friend's mad at you because you're not paying attention to it. Like, so, like I said, I got a little emo. Like, I just like I wrote the whole thing about it. It's like, I don't really know how to speak on the "you didn't call me back, you didn't check on me" thing. I don't really have people who check on me. I'm not trying to be all boo-hoo, but I just don't have friends or family like that. So it makes me feel weird and kind of like Carl's being a bitch. But I also feel feels in my eyes and feel funny when he's talking about it. Like, so like there's a moment where I was like, oh my God, this sucks. His buddy, he felt left down by his buddy, but then he's not really paying attention to what his buddy's dealing with. And then when Kyle said that thing about like, I feel like I'm not good enough. I'm not a good enough CEO for my company. I'm not a good enough husband to my wife. I was like, holy shit, dude, that sucks.
But you know what I think is happening?
Whether it's his fault or not, and I'm not saying it's not. All his fault.
Some of it is and some of it isn't.
Yeah, some of it is, some of it isn't. It still sucks.
Yeah.
No, it all sucks. And what I think is happening here, though, is Carl does know about all of this stuff. And he has been there for Kyle with all of this. And it's just this one day that he's just asking to, like, just shoot me a text, bro.
Yeah, sure. But Kyle has also been there for Carl. Like that.
Yes,
so that's
no,
almost
he has,
a wash.
he has. I just think it's, do you ever see that movie Little Miss Sunshine?
Mm-hmm.
Love that movie.
I love that movie. You know the scene where the woman who works in the hospital, she goes, "You are not the only person to have somebody die in this hospital today, sir." Yeah. Like, I just think people sometimes, when so much is going wrong in their lives, they forget that, like, you are not the only person to have somebody die in this hospital today. I get that you have had a shit show of a year. It was a bad day for me, and I've been here for you all year. Can you just, like, lift your head up out of your ass for a second and just shoot me a text?
Well, for me also, like, I've just gotten so much in the habit of making sure I check in on my friend for her brother's birthday. It's like, it is almost like a bodily function for me now. I sometimes won't even remember what day it is. And I'm like, oh my God, it's his passing away anniversary.
Yeah.
Like, my body has now gotten in the habit of, like, remembering. Kyle's been with Carl. Kyle was with Carl when he found out.
Yeah.
So, like, how Kyle, like, I don't know, like, maybe we just prioritize things differently, and that's fine. Set an alarm.
Yeah.
Set a calendar
alert.
I don't know, like.
It is a funny example of how, like, the squeaky wheel gets the oil, because he started to say, like, well, I had to post something for Lindsay because, you know, she's one of those people, if, like, you don't put the effort in or, like, give her the shout out, she gets
Lindsay,
obsessed.
But not your best friends.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's a great example of how the squeaky wheel gets the oil, because Carl doesn't complain a lot, and he is. But, like, here's Lindsay being like, "You missed my 38th and a quarter birthday. How dare you? We're not real friends.
How many sandwiches have you made for me,
Kyle?" Yeah, so I just think that it's like, and Carl's sitting here being like, right, and I haven't asked you for anything. And even actually the one time I did ask you for something and you couldn't do it, I was cool with it. Just a text, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I just wish Carl would have just been like, "Hey, I was upset that you didn't hit me up. It means a lot, blah, blah, blah." Listen to Carl's thing, or listen to Kyle's response, and then kind of get over it. It's the money thing, right? It's the, like, hey, you said your piece. You wish he would have given you the 15 grand. He told you why he couldn't. Move on, right? He didn't text you. You said your piece. He told you why. Let's moving it on.
Carl is not able to move on. And you know why? Because he never gets it out. So if you fully
Holds
get it
it in.
out,
Yeah.
then you can say it and move on. But he doesn't. So that's why he's constantly gotta.
Yeah,
Come
that's
out.
valid.
That's right.
Wait, can I say one more thing? And we'll move
Always,
on?
yes.
So there was a split second, Mike,
Yeah.
where I feel like it was you who said this.
Probably. If it was great, it was probably me.
You were like, it feels like Carl is trying to get his spot on in this. Was it you who said he's trying to get a spot on in the city? Or was it Natalie?
Might have been Natalie.
I think it was that.
Anyways, there was a moment where I was like, oh, is this Carl's audition for In the City? Like, maybe he's choosing to be upset about this thing that
Yeah.
maybe he
No, I
normally
think
wouldn't.
I don't think he would do that
No.
with his brother's death.
Correct. I hate myself for thinking that for a split second.
Oh, don't hate yourself.
No, because I'm so cynical now because of Scamandal.
Did you see what
So
you've
I'm
done
just
to
like,
us?
and you're right. I genuinely do think Carl is 100% upset
Same.
about his brother's passing and
Wait, what's
and
so
Kyle.
funny?
But for a split second, I
Such
was
a
like,
crazy thing to say. I do think 100% Carl is upset that his
Yes.
brother died.
Yeah, that is
yeah,
funny.
and that Kyle didn't acknowledge it.
Yes.
The only thing that I would think of where this could be the case is the lover boy soft bar non-investment thing. Like, I feel like maybe he could be milking that a little bit, but his brother, he's not playing about.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing at all with that.
Yeah, the soft bar thing. Like, get over it, dude.
The last scene is when Ben pulls Amanda aside to talk about the comment that she made to Sabrina that we already kind of touched on a little bit earlier in this ep. Everything Ben is doing for me is going over like a lead balloon.
If Ben talked to me that way,
I think
I would kick him like a kangaroo.
Do you think maybe it is like a
Cultural
cultural difference? Like, you know, when I was living in London, I am very American, you know? And one of the things that like my British friends loved about me is that like I am so American and I'm so emotional and loud and whatever. And the Brits thing is, you know,
They're
keep calm
reserved.
and carry on. Yeah. So you'll just cry in front of a stranger. I'm like, oh God, yes, of course. Like they're like, oh, I haven't cried in front of my parents, my significant other. Like they're just way more buttoned up and reserved, especially about their emotions. So I'm wondering if maybe like Ben's way of communicating is like a cultural thing, but I don't think so because I got Australian friends and they don't act like Ben.
Yeah, I have one Australian friend and they're very like neutral. They don't like, he was like cussing at Amanda.
Ben was?
He was like, oh, it was just weird. Like I wouldn't do that shit. Like,
Listen, I didn't notice this until this episode. A lot of cussing from Ben this episode. Is that a normal
Yes.
thing, or was there just in his interviews?
No, I think
and
he's getting
everything?
more comfortable.
I think
Okay,
he's
that
getting
could
more
be.
comfortable and he's getting more comfortable around, I think, the wrong people, namely women.
Yeah.
And I also think the way he's getting comfortable doesn't read men or women. It just is, I'm not into it.
I don't like him.
If you're sitting there wondering, I wonder what a dumb person looks like, watch this scene and pay close attention to Amanda's face. That's a dumb person. And all I could think, like, I didn't even pay attention to what he said to her, to be honest, because all I was thinking was like, oh, Natalie nailed another one. Great. I'm gonna have to live with this for the next week. Running around with sparklers and blue ribbons. She was dumbfounded. When he grabbed her, she had no idea what was about to happen. It's like no one had ever pulled her for a chat in 10 years.
Because they really
never
haven't.
seen.
Because
Well, then that's where I got
shield
to
of Kyle.
next. I was like, wait, nobody has ever put. She doesn't even know what's happening right now. She's
right.
never even seen The Bachelor. This is a psychotic,
He's so low.
so dumb, and so just like, where do we go? We go here, like clueless, deer in headlights.
Yeah.
Sat her down, said the thing, and like all I remember me like, okay, now this seems to be like a normal conversation. Ben, a thing happened. You sat someone down. You said this thing happened. I wasn't happy about it. Let's see what happens next. And all you got was dumb face.
She looked almost like not pissed, but like, am I in trouble? Like, why am I in trouble?
A little, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
Like a little bit like,
But not-
stemming from like privilege almost. And again, maybe the privilege of like always being able to stand behind Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle
And like,
privilege.
I'm Amanda. Like, I don't do anything wrong.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
What would I have said that would have upset Sabrina? Like,
I'm Amanda. I always get
I'm
the master
Amanda,
bedroom.
yeah.
I thought
I'm
you wanted to
Amanda.
have sex with me. What are we
Yeah.
doing here? Yeah,
You wanted
it
to
was.
fuck me. I'm your mate's missus.
Yeah.
Like,
It was a. It
so
was.
it just felt, I
so
was like,
dumb.
you're a
She was
brat.
So dumb. She's a brat and she's so dumb.
But he's also a dick. So
Well, to come full circle, the tarot card reader said both of those things about her in the reading. Oh, exactly. This is really where I botched it up. Shannon Fall said, I loved the scene with Ciara buying her grandparents' house. Such a special, sentimental, sweet, and I want to watch that renovation show. And there are 69 likes. And I said, same. And then that's when
Oh.
Shannon and I started DMing about.
so it was like a hypothetical.
Yes, but then when we saw this clearly fake thing on Instagram saying that it airs on Tuesdays,
Deep
Wait.
fake.
yeah, Shannon, we were had.
You're bamboozled.
We're in it together, girl. Okay, Pat Clark said, obviously, Mike, you do not believe in girl code. So is there any guy code out there for anything? Jesse and West have no moral code, period. I'm beginning to think Jesse and West should get together. They deserve each other. And I think they do deserve each other.
You think they're the modern day Craig and Austin?
Evil version. Do you have anything to say to Pat?
Oh, we talked. I replied.
Oh, okay. Denise Brenton said, ladies, did you ever think that Amanda doesn't know about the other girls? And I want to say 100% have thought about this ad nauseum. And I truly believe that she did not think there were other chicks. And if there were, they were like slowly falling off because he was so infatuated with her. It's not going to last.
Possible.
Gail 1979 said, guys, you are amazing. I can't even tell you how much I enjoy your podcast. Your takes are so authentic and accurate. I really love you all. But today, Nat was particularly charming and sharp. I love you, Nat. And I saved this because Nat never reads when people leave her the nice commies. And there were so many. She's really been hitting it out of the park. And I just wanted her to feel the love.
Equal opportunity shit talker.
Keller L said, Ciara needs to be added to the spinoff. She has so much going on and I need to see it. Agreed.
Ciara needs to replace Amanda
On the
spin-off.
spinoff.
is
That's
what needs
right.
to happen.
Thank you. You're in production. You're much better at this.
Casa Sierra.
That's right. Bragg Swag said, oh, thank goodness you all are here. I need support. I can't do this alone. My husband doesn't quite understand the state of my nervous system is redlined, critical condition, cannot regulate, need convo with Nat and Court stat. And I just said, we're in it together and we're going to get through this together.
My favorite reels right now are the ones of the women telling their husbands
It's so
about
good.
Scamandal. The husbands get so invested in it.
Yeah.
And like they know more now than I do.
It's so funny when you tell someone what's going on and someone has no idea. Like I was telling my Botox girl today.
I told my facial client today, I was like, have you heard of Scamandal?
But people start off just asking because they're being polite.
Yeah.
But then they're like, wait, and he's a troll and he wronged her. And I'm like, exactly. So it's
I've
great.
gotten 2 of my friends to now start watching Summer House.
Doing the
and
Lord's
hopefully
work.
us. Like and subscribe.
That's right. Like, subscribe, hype, tell a friend. A Nicole 2020 said, nah, the way Amanda watched Ciara cry over West and helped her through the breakup, there's no way Amanda shouldn't catch more heat than West. And interesting point. I think, I don't know. It's like who they're fighting for a race for the bottom is what it feels like.
There's no right answer here.
Yeah. I am Zoe Flowers said, West is a clout chaser. We need to talk more about men sleeping their way to the top or the middle in West's case. And I thought that was great.
I was in total denial, but I'm aware now that forks are in fact found in the kitchen.
Yes. There you go. Welcome. He is definitely a clout chaser. MBD1111 said, West is going to shit, in all caps, shit the bed so hard at the reunion. It's going to be a disaster for him. And I can't see it going any other way either. He's historically shown us.
Shit.
Yeah. Johnny Smiles. This, I think, was maybe the
I pulled that one.
Okay, I'll let you read it.
No,
I'll
it's okay. You read it.
No, it's you. It's
Okay.
you. You're the guest. It's great though. McFix. Oh my God, McFix had a really great long one, but there were so many comments that I couldn't read the whole long one. But it was great, and we got in deep about Patrick Swayze, who's the best ever. She wrote this whole long comment, and then she came back. Oh, and I almost forgot. West yesterday, today, and tomorrow. It's so good. It's
Not
so
a fan.
good. Me either. Oh my God, did that get me? Okay. Amber Waves said, I hope Ciara goes to Costa Rica and gets healing. She's deserving of so much better and she needs to get in a better headspace to stay away from toxic people. Amanda and West really should have thought about how their actions would affect others who work on the show, including the production staff. If the show gets canceled, and I do hope it stays on TV, they're responsible for those job losses. And we talked about this earlier. It's like, it's not just like happening in this little vacuum. You guys are in the world on this very big show.
I have a theory. So I think if Summer House, I don't think the show will ever get canceled.
Yeah.
But I think Bravo and the network and the producers have learned from Scandival. Like, I feel like they probably like worked out all the kinks. Like, I don't think they would need to take as long of a break as they did to bring back anything. I think though I can see, I don't want to scare anybody. I could just see them rebooting it though.
If you remove West and Amanda,
And Jesse.
why would Jesse have to go?
I don't like Jesse.
No, fair enough. Me either. But like, I think there's enough. They've done a good enough job, and thank God this happened at this point in the season where like we've gotten to know everyone. Because if this happened at the beginning of the season, we would be clocked out from jump.
Yeah.
And now it's like, no. We are very interested in Bailey and Dara and KJ and Mia. So like, let's just, I wouldn't. I don't know if we're down and out yet. I feel like the show could stay alive. Deborah Traeger said, West looks so disgusting. The only one not wearing a shirt at the dinner table. And thank you for clocking that. And he did. Dana said, Natalie hit the nail on the head. I went to school with Amanda and she hopped from long-term relationship to long-term relationship and has never had to take real accountability. And then someone named Harris said, this whole time we thought Ben wanted to F his mate's missus. Little did we know the Trojan horse all along was actually my boy. I hate everything.
Hi, I'm Harris.
Van Noshel said, I expect this kind of stupidity from West, but I thought Amanda was way better than this. Number one, she just screwed over and lost her best friend for what is basically Kyle in a different font. Number two, she is setting herself up to look insanely stupid. She could have been the Ariana when she and Kyle got divorced, but she turned herself into the Rachel, and she had to know she was going to get wrecked by Lindsay at the reunion. Yep. Carrie Peacock said, Natalie, you are so right about West and why he's doing what he's doing, just chasing a weird high that's why one woman is never enough. And it's so true. It's just like he will never, a bottomless pit of need.
He's getting high on his own sick and twisted supply.
That involves using other women, which drive me nuts.
Sick and twisted.
Carol T said, Amanda lost her mind and now a true and loyal friend. Correct. Deborah Traeger said, Kyle sobered up and turned into a real human being. I thought that was pretty great. And it was funny because I can't remember if you and I were talking about it or Nat and I were talking about it. Like, why didn't I realize Kyle was like this? And I'm looking at his Instagram feed and not knowing that like, oh, he had that quality and this quality. And I was like, because Kyle's not drunk on his Instagram feed. And every problem we've ever had with Kyle on the show, it's because he's schnockered. Yep. Cat Sky said, by the time you have feelings for someone, it's too late. They should have let them know that they wanted to explore the possibilities, not keep dating behind everyone's back until it's a full-blown thing. And I agree with you completely. Obviously, no one has come out and said that everything happened behind everyone's back, even though we've just been hearing this. And I think like when you hear something enough, you start to believe that like Ciara has made a statement saying, I never knew this was done behind my back, but I'm with you. I think it was all done. I don't need the proof. I really think it was.
Allegedly.
But I would like the proof. LLCC said, those two knuckleheads basically ruined the rest of the Summer House season. Why watch it? It's so fake now. Who knows if In the City will take off? They never even thought about the reunion. How can they talk about getting anything else now? How can they talk about anything else now? What a mess. Amanda had the most to lose here, and she desperately grabbed onto the attention, and now we'll lose it all because West, and he ain't it. Facts. Rocky B said, there's photos of Ciara with West's dad in February. Y'all need to fall into the rabbit hole. And then, in my opinion, said, wow, you really did get sucked in. And Rocky goes, the algorithm does all the work. I just see the posts, which I thought was great. But that's crazy. If she was with West's dad in February.
I saw that on Instagram, and then I saw that comment, and I was like, oh, so we're all seeing that then. So it's real.
Dax84 said, that's why the defense of West acting like he is better than Jesse has always been laughable and a joke. He's worse than Jesse because he's sneaky, manipulative, and masks it with his quote unquote, charming personality. Eye roll emoji. He's also been continuing to bang other girls. And honestly, he has trumped Jesse in his despicable behavior.
Shannon Fall and I were DMing as we do every day. And she was sending me voice memos. So I had in the comments, I was like, Shannon Fall, please explain your amazing voice memo that you sent me about Amanda's behavior. And to sum it up, she said, this was my comment. In regards to the drama, I am not shocked. Disclaimer, this is not an Amanda apology at all. I'm simply looking at all the angles. A couple of seasons ago, Amanda was in deep depression. I know she started taking medication, but it takes time to crawl out of that deep, dark hole. I don't think she's out of that hole. Deep depression can be riddled with guilt and selfish choices. On top of that, she's in a divorce spiral. I think hooking up with Wes is a part of that. She's been so sad for so long and she's looking to feel love, attraction, and attention. She's so emotionally starved that she accepted it from Wes and she didn't consider anyone else who would be hurt in the process. It's not right. It's especially upsetting that she didn't take the conversation Ciara had with the cast about the racial aspect of the Ciara situation. And I think we touched upon that earlier, but Shannon really, we were talking a lot about how mental health has affected Amanda's poor decision choices over the years.
It's not that I don't agree with that, but from that other comment that's like, Nat nailed it. I went to school with Amanda. She always jumped from boyfriend to boyfriend. I think that mental health has its component here, but I also think that it might
be
the
a personality thing.
That like she just really always wants to be with a guy, always takes great, I don't want to say comfort because that's not the right word, but like
puts
that
her value
attention
in men.
Yes, that value that she gets and the attention that she gets really does something for her. And I think that.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like chicken or egg. Like, is she just a depressed person who feels better when she's with a guy? Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah. Same,
but like,
yeah, totally.
But like, listen, I'm heavily medicated. I've been in Amanda's shoes before. I'm not saying what she did was right. I don't condone it. But like, I kind of understand where Shannon's coming from.
Yeah, yeah.
So Shannon Fall. Let's see. Oh, Johnny smiles.
It's so good.
I wish I was married to Kyle. I like Cartier.
So Johnny, for the win.
I love Cartier too. I can't afford it. I used to buy the knockoffs. Contrary comment to Shannon's. Sarah Lure 9555 said Kyle appeared to be the villain / problem. Now with perspective that marriage failing was equally both their faults. It's disgusting how Amanda is hiding behind mental illness instead of just standing in her mess. No accountability, no responsibility. So
far, we have not gotten any statement from her.
Now I'm conflicted, so much to think about. Shannon Fall, Amanda, looking for love due west of all the right places.
That was good.
I see you. Another one. Again, this is all alleged. Y'all can scream if you want, but I think Amanda is a pillhead. There are signs. She also is bipolar as hell. Just think Kyle had to live with bipolar Barbie and y'all blamed him. And she ran to anyone that would listen to tell them what a horrible person he was. There's much more to this story. Kyle's protecting her, but he's the bad guy. Right. Just lots of conflicting opinions about Amanda's mental state. And I'm going to leave it there. Lucky Stark for life. The issue with Loverboy is advertising and distribution. Can I walk into Target to get it? Can I walk into any corner store and buy? If the answer is no, then he needs to rethink his business model. Without the show, I would have no idea what Loverboy is. Take a page from Cardi B when she wanted to sell her album. What is she? I don't know what she's referring to. Anyways, I always was like, where can I buy Loverboy? Where did you guys buy Loverboy?
Bevmo.
Where's Bevmo around in these parts?
I feel like they're all over.
Yeah, there's
one in Los Cienega.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I live in Narnia, so. Vicky Weatherby said she named them Wamanda, like Wamanda.
Yeah, that was a good one. I saw that one.
And this was what I was talking about earlier. There is a rumor that May Gilchrist said, I believe Paige DeSorbo knew that Amanda and West were hooking up. That is why she has left the show. I saw this also on social media, and then someone commented it. So that's what makes me think that, like, again, I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't think anything's true, but we know Paige because we're friends with her.
Obviously.
And I just feel like I could see her distancing herself from these people because I just feel like she would not stand by that. But also I feel like she would have told Ciara if that was the case.
Yeah, I think some of this, like, I don't think Paige hired a private investigator. Like, someone had put that out there.
That her and Hannah hired a private investigator.
I think I have a framework understanding of what went down, but I don't. Besides,
Yeah, so I don't know what to believe anymore.
yeah, same.
Those are all my comments.
You're just swimming in the soup of scandal,
I'm swimming in the
drowning
soup.
in the soup of scandal.
Yeah, like your DMs. Sorry.
Large soup. Caroline 94 XO. People are speculating West kissed Amanda in the bathroom. There is some weird audio. But rewatching, it does appear they were already hooking up while this current season was filming. And it seems like West making moves on Ciara during Spin the Bottle was him, very drunkenly, attempting to make Amanda jealous. Barf. Palaver girl. Me thinks Amanda's sudden mental health uptick was not Prozac. It's Westzac, the new drug. That's funny.
You're giving a bad rap for medicated people, Amanda.
But Ciara gives a great rap. So
Ciara gives a great rap.
God giveth and God taketh away.
Trisha S. Vader. I have so many theories. First, Kyle and Amanda were separated before filming started. Her, West, and Ciara were hanging out a lot during their off time. West and Amanda fell for each other. This whole season is Amanda and Kyle acting like they're together for the audience, and West and Amanda hiding from everyone that they're in love, hence his overprotective behavior with Amanda. Pretending to still like Ciara, which I fell for, you and me both. Now they don't want to hide it and came out. So in part, I'm agreeing with Mike. We could probably just end it there.
Okay, well, we don't have to, though.
I think. Next theory is all BS to promote the city or in the city, whatever it's called, spinoff, and they're making a place for West on it because he isn't part of the cast. Third theory, this is Crazy Town, USA. Third theory, what if all along West has been in love with Amanda and has done everything and everyone to try to stop it? And now since Kyle and Amanda broke up, he went for it because that's his true love. They will settle in a lovely house in New Jersey and sit in the backyard and sip Coronas, which will be their commercial together.
I don't think Wes wants that. I genuinely
None
don't
of those
think he
theories
wants
are
that.
ringing my bell. And Trish, I love you, but we...
I mean,
are
listen.
going in
I
different
think actually the
directions.
craziest one is that they would try to make room for him on In the City.
I mean,
Like,
I think that's the craziest one. Yeah,
I think
I
that's
just
the
love number
craziest
I
three.
actually don't think that's the craziest one. I think that,
Number 3 is the craziest.
yeah.
I love that one though.
I know,
That
crazy.
he's
those are
so in love
crazy
that he
theories,
just, like,
though. I love what people
crazy,
come up with.
doing crazy shit to just like get the love out of his head.
No.
The love that he can't
He
have.
has
The forbidden love of his
No,
best
he's not
mate's
you,
missus.
Mike. It's not you and Mia. It's West and Amanda.
Mia.
No, West is incapable.
Oh, there's a kitten. How did that kitten get in my notes? Oh, that's a picture I took of Minnie with half a foof hanging out her mouth.
Oh, that was so funny.
So hilarious. And Ningy Ding, I just want to add that in all of the darkness, we still have Carl and Bailey and KJ and Dara. And I will say, I love that.
Ding ding, always looking on the bright side.
Not
Oh my God, wait,
always.
really quick with KJ,
I'm kidding, Ningy. Love you back.
90% of the time.
Yeah.
with KJ and Dara at the beginning party at the housewarming thing. KJ just got a new drink and Dara's like, "Oh, can I have a sip?" And he's like, "I haven't had a sip yet." And she's like, "Oh, have a sip." And he's like, "Ladies first." It's so cute. He's so
that
cute.
guy.
So sweet.
Fucking
She's so
love that
cute.
guy.
They're so cute.
Trisha S. Vader. West has 50K more followers because everyone watches for the car crashes or the train wreck. Womp womp.
I used to think it was because he was hot, but now I think he's a repulsive toad.
Miss Chevy chimed in. No comment. I'm just here for the comments.
That was great.
That's funny.
Don't you mean Miss Chevy, the one man army?
The one man army, but now it's Miss. I renamed her to Miss Chevy, the 3,164 man army, and we'll go up every time we get a new subscriber. Because we all got you. Niche list. I just want somebody to hang on my every word and gaze at me adoringly like Minnie looks at Natalie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do all of us. Palaver girl again. I want Natalie to be my friend if I'm ever jilted. You tell that scum West how we feel. Love, LOL. I love this therapy sesh. And you definitely do want Natalie as your friend if you get jilted.
And enjoy today's therapy session because it was hilling.
Shannon Fall. Holy crap, you guys. I had a dream last night that I bought a Showmance shirt at Hobby Lobby and put it on in the store because I was too excited to wait until I got home.
She sent me that as a voice message.
That's
Same.
absolutely hysterical. Angela Williams Stokes. In the interview Kyle did on the street, he mentioned that there is some confusion about when he and Amanda separated that they'll need to address at the reunion. I think Courtney is right about their separation. I think she meant Natalie, but we'll give you the win on that one. Hence him not being super upset about the possibility of this West garbage happening during the summer. And I know I'm all over the place, but I kind of like tinker with that one too.
Listen, we're all over the place.
Yeah, totally.
It's
Mike's
a mess.
Mark's a mess.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mark is loving this. MBD1111. Maybe Carl is just weird and awkward, and that's why he drank so much. Because it made him feel less awkward and weird.
Why do you feel awkward and weird?
Because he's awkward and weird. That's why.
I also think
Usually
he's
deeper meaning than that,
an
but-
alcoholic. Like I think he's an I think he's got the bug. I think he's got the gene.
And, some other
The,
reason, but
the weirdo gene?
No, the addict gene.
Oh.
among other chromosomes.
Claire Stewart. I've been following Dara on TikTok and IG for like 2 years now, I think. I'm going to vouch for her. And if I'm wrong, then sorry. And I'm just reading this because I'm with you on this one. She seems chill and comfortable in her own skin and is not afraid to take an opportunity. Very the opposite of me, so that's why I felt drawn to her and her vibe. She also is and was a makeup artist. Carl is a mess. This is probably the best thing Kyle said in that sidewalk interview. With Carl, I think he's always been a mess, and I hope him and Bailey can heal each other and live happily ever after. That's not how life works, but I'm a romantic. Sue me. Jesse definitely kissed that girl while she was peeing.
Blech.
Weird. And that's so weird. I mean,
First
again,
toe, now piss.
everyone do your thing. We're
Can we
not
just
trying
be
to
normal?
yuck anyone's yum, but
It's
she
not
was
for me.
enjoying that pee-pee kiss.
Okay, I need to go back and rewatch it,
How come I can't?
re-listen. Because someone in the comments said, "Mike, I just rewatched it. There's no peeing sound."
Maybe we just like
Yeah, but
there's like
fine. But she did. A bunch of people were like, "No, she said."
was like
"Good,
a-
I
Okay,
gotta
but
pee."
as you said, it's all hypotheticals. No one was in the bathroom. We don't know. Is it 100%?
It's 100%.
It's not 100%. Oh, Madonna mia! I'm gonna
Listen,
kill you.
I said
It's 100%
I
when
said
you
I
want
didn't-
something, but not when I want it
No,
to
I
be.
said I wasn't sure about the peeing sounds, but I thought there was. But he definitely said, "While you're peeing,"
Right, but that could have just been like a
she said, "Come kiss me," and he said, "While you're peeing."
right. But like, because
And
she's
then they kissed, and she
No,
made
it's
some
not 100%.
weird
It's not 100%.
It's 100%.
no, it's not. It's not 100%.
And Claire Stewart even said so.
Claire, it's not 100. It's not 100p, Claire.
Trish S. Vader. Courtney, still love. Met my husband when we were 16 together. Together until 18. Broke up for a year. Got back together and got pregnant and been married 41 years.
I know. I loved that one.
That was awesome. This is funny. Gryffindor girl, 1200. I was going to ask where the heck you guys live that you can't afford houses, but then you said LA, and now I understand. That place is so unaffordable, and it is.
I'll never own a home.
Yeah, no.
No, we're owning homes. Don't say that.
Nikita Maya Cody. No respect for Carl anymore after his reaction to what Kyle just filled him in on. It is so nice to finally hear from people who see that Amanda was not the perfect wife everyone portrayed her to be. Just meaning like
Yeah. Got it.
When Kyle was like, I didn't invest because I'm dying, and Carl was still being bratty about it. Seriously, Bong? Carl's brother dying of an overdose while he was actively an addict is what broke Carl, not Lindsay. Honestly, without Lindsay, he may have gone darker and OD'd himself. And you got me.
I totally agree.
You're
Totally.
probably
Yeah.
right.
Thank God for Hub House.
Yeah, it's for reals. Carrie Peacock. I saw someone post online that the reason they think Kyle said F you to Amanda was because she was outside sitting close to West and flirting, and that set Kyle off. I think this is an interesting idea if you consider it in the context of them potentially being separated before the summer. In this case, even without Amanda actually doing something, he could see her behavior and flirting in his face with a new guy while they're separated, but he can't actually say that's why he's mad because they're pretending they aren't separated. So he could only say, well, she gave me FU eyes. No one got why, but he really knew. She was playing in his face. And that's
Wait, at the beginning,
the
really quick.
only reason I would allow Kyle to tell her to f off.
Did they say flirting with West, sitting next to West?
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Outside, sitting close to West and
So
flirting.
I sent you that video that someone did a slow-mo. Remember when
Yeah.
Amanda was walking out of the bedroom
Yeah.
to the kitchen? Wes tries to grab what looks like to be her, almost like her stomach.
Yeah.
She swats his hand away, but not before she like kind of holds it.
She dragged her hand across his body and like it was lingering as she was
holds.
walking away. Yeah.
No, it wasn't his body. It was the arm.
Her arm, but it's part of his
did
body,
one of
yeah.
these and grabbed his like
No,
deal.
but she went like this.
Yeah, all the way down, but then grabbed his sweatshirt at the end.
Yes.
Which is
And I got
the strange.
V strange. And also, if I still don't know. Listen, we don't know anything. If we've said anything, we've said we know nothing.
I know.
It's all allegedly.
Correct. But I'm still going with the fact that like their marriage was in dire straits over the summer, but they weren't officially separated. And I feel that, oh, hey, Ted, come on.
I like it then.
If Kyle was even like subconsciously feeling that she's flirting with these other dudes and he saw her sitting next to West and being a little too close, maybe a little too touchy-feely, a little flirty, that could have been also what set him off, because I keep going back to the interview on the street where he's like, this is going to change. Like, I need to go back and rewatch. This is going to change how I process everything. And he could have also been subconsciously picking up on the fact that,
There's some flirtatiousness.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why is West and my wife making out?
Yeah, exactly.
JW Francesca, love you guys, but really love the cat. So cute, sitting with her paws on the arm of the chair.
He's so cute.
Yeah, that's why everybody loves this show. It's really the cats, not us. Nicole Quinlan, do you think Bailey and Carl will continue to pretend to be dating, or because of this situation, they have enough storyline? I thought that was funny. Pretty funny. Nettie, Amanda and West ruined my show.
Yep.
They
Yeah,
really
Nettie.
did. No matter
Even
what
Ted's
happens,
mad
they
about
did
it.
Even
ruin
Ted's
the
hissing
show.
at that.
That's right.
Good God, what it takes from the universe to finally make Ciara see who that toad really is. He's actually worse than I realized. This is true, Nettie. Nettie never didn't stop.
Never, not once, not ever did you take your
Never.
foot off this guy's neck. And you know
Never,
what?
dude.
I see you and I appreciate
Yeah,
you,
I
Nettie.
praise you,
aspire
Nettie.
to your level of wisdom
Your
Bro.
country
and
salutes you.
discernment.
Never once. Him and Amanda are both trash. No sympathy here over her mental issues. They can be dismissed. Ciara will always land on her feet and hopefully wiser.
Oh my God. When I meet my boo, I'm going to like FaceTime with Nettie or something so she can tell me if he gets the thumbs up or not, because I feel like she has such a good gauge.
That's a great idea.
Is that okay, Nettie? I just
She's
decided
like,
that.
no, dude.
It's either Nettie or Paige DeSorbo. Take your pick.
Yeah, Paige picked Craig, so I wouldn't trust her.
okay.
Pat Clark, Mike, I love a good mystery. Your theory that Jesse is Team West, therefore he's Team Amanda, so that he can be Team Ciara is a good one. Thank you. It's like watching the cat chase its own tail. Can't wait to see the consequences of this fiasco.
I think somewhere Jesse
publicly
said
stated that he's Team Ciara.
Who, Jesse?
Yeah.
That was just my conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree with your
Yeah.
conspiracy theory.
Another Trisha S. Vader. I'm not so sure MMM's take is so wrong. And that stands for Mark. Who is the
Matt.
third M? I'm changing it to Meteor. Mark Meteor.
What
That's
are
all I
we,
got.
Mark on the meteor?
Mark on the Meteor. Yeah, that was
wasn't
my
that
late
some-
night
wasn't
show.
that a thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Closing it out with truth for peace for freedom. Do, 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 do.
that the one where they dead
Yeah,
people?
that's like taps or
Is that Star
something.
Wars?
No, I think that's when people
Yeah,
die.
I think it's
Oh.
taps.
It's because the show's
Oh.
dying.
I
It's
also
called
thought
taps.
Summer House is dying.
Don't do that.
I also thought it was The Parent Trap.
I mean, it could be in the
Taps.
Parent Trap, but it's called taps.
Woo!
Okay. Amanda was always known as the effortlessly cool chick with high emotional intelligence. Saying she was on top of the mountain isn't completely accurate because her 10-year relationship just crumbled. But this woman has loving parents, great friends, the love of the Bravo sphere, sponsorships, and was currently in good mental and physical health. What could possess her to throw it all away over a guy? She'll bounce back from the scandal, but she'll never be at the same level. She is no longer that loyal friend you can just trust to have your back. Will her fans and sponsorships stand by her now that we have a clearer understanding of who she is? Of course, West deserves equal blame, but we've already raked him over the coals multiple times. Amanda has the most to lose from this love affair. The only way this could be a win for her is if they both weather the storm and get married. I can't see the show lasting, though. Maybe we can squeeze one more season of fireworks and explosions out of it, but that's about it. Once Amanda's love bubble with West bursts, she's not going to be in great mental health. These days, there are few joys I still have left in life. Summer House was one of them. So congratulations, in air quotes, Amanda and West for taking even that away from me. So prediction, one more final blowout season for Summer House. As far as In the City goes, how can Ciara and Amanda both be on it? And there's no way they can cut Ciara. Amanda is the logical choice to cut out. Truth always gets it.
And you
Well-
know what, guys? If you or someone you love has been affected by Scamandal, you need to go back and watch the episode where Truth for Peace for Freedom gave us that amazing story about her love of her life,
Her and her partner.
her and her partner, who are very much still in love to this day. And if that doesn't bring hope back into your heart,
Cold,
then you
lifeless heart.
Yeah, then you must go meet Wes Wilson
Yeah.
because you must be.
That's right.
You might be dead
That's
inside,
right.
just
If
like
you
him.
need to feel again
I'm
and
gonna
believe.
go home after this and watch that.
Oh my God. I
And
know.
then
I
I'm gonna
think
go
about it
to
before I go
sleep.
to sleep
And
every
then I'm
night.
going to sleep sound like a baby.
I said to Truth,
So-
I was like, that's the story, the bedtime story I want read to me every night.
Single night.
Every single one.
So if you or someone you know has been affected by Scamandal, go back.
Yeah, go back.
Watch that episode.
Go back to before it happened.
Yeah, to yesteryear.
Yeah. Well, we did it, guys. Like, subscribe, hype, tell a friend, and we're going to bed. But not Natalie. She's got to edit everything.
These bed bugs
Are going
are
to bed.
out.
Love you.
Thanks for having me back, guys.
Thanks for
Thanks for coming. Toodles.
Ted, you're never invited back to Aunt Natalie and Uncle Mark's.
Why? You're the only one she whacked.
Oh, okay.